Refresh. But that means we now need to get rid of that because you don't want that, and we should still be able to hear the bangles, the go-go's. Yes, we can. All right, let's. Oh, we're going to need to add this. We're going to start the show, guys, with the sing-along theme. Here we go. Sounding very tinny, but you know what? We can hear it. That's the main thing. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus. The baby Jesus. Two last hands, hold hand, not a man, not a man, not a man. I'm a daddy, not a man, oh man. I'm a Lord Almighty. Dark words overheard, dickety, bogety, bazzy, bogety, dickety, bogety, fire. Satan, can you hear us? We are on our way. God is like you are today. That's the echo my way. Big show tonight. Big show tonight. Let's just bring you a little bit more. We can just go. There we are. Big show tonight, guys. Big show. The way this show. My name is Iain Lee. Yes, I was in the jungle. This is Katherine Boyle.
I wasn't.
I nearly said something vulgar.
Progress that you didn't.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you.
So we are here. The premise of the show is dead easy. I give you my home phone number. You phone it up only between 9 and 12. Please, dear God, the number of phone calls I had today. Only do it when the show is on, please, because I lead a very busy life, so please only call during the show hours. And you can talk about anything, okay? 0203 286 6370. Now, we have a lot to get through tonight, Katherine.
So much. So many disgruntled former correspondents who, unfortunately, went to the dark side. Thing is, right, the chat is precious. You can be toxic everywhere you want to, apart from here, right? The chat is something we preserve. We like the purity of it. We like people to keep it, if you can't keep it cute, keep it mute. And if you don't and you behave like a dick, you get banned. Unfortunately, for some people, that has happened. Now, sometimes we get it wrong. Oh. Sometimes we get it wrong. And so you have the right to appeal through the usual Twitch unban request situation. Now, some people do that.
That's old news.
And they have their ban overturned. Others decide to double dick and they get double banned.
Who's it? Who is it? What's going on?
Yeah. So
we're going to do that in a bit.
We'll be going through those in a bit. I think there's about 30 people. Let's get some phone calls, guys. We had some. I just think the phones went a bit crazy last night, and I don't think people got the right end of the stick. So let's please. I want to get this guy in. Let's just change this. Transform. There we go. That's better. That's better.
It's nice. What are you doing? What were we playing at before? That's a big question.
Oh, we're going to put it there. That's much better.
Although you can see that I've been doing the washing up and I've got wet blouse in some patches.
So let's get some nice calls. We're just going to, it's my home phone number, 0203 286 6370. We don't take withheld numbers. Anything goes. Give us a call now. Hello, caller.
Hello. Quick question. What would you rather, Pepsi or Fanta?
Fanta.
Ian, what would you rather, Pepsi or Fanta?
Okay. Did you not hear the answer you were just given?
Yeah, but I know Katherine said Fanta, but what about you?
I'm not very thirsty at the moment.
Oh, okay. Okay, bye.
Oh.
Okay.
Imagine you were, though.
I'm not thirsty. 0203 286. A very, very lackluster start to the show.
He tried.
That was macabre.
Well,
I feel sombre
I
now.
could come.
Brown Eyes Dolly, thank you. 0203 286 6370. We're not starting the show until... That's a much better shot. For 6 months, I've had the shot too low.
patch,
Well, you haven't got mine. Let's. Here we go. I'm not answering. We'll do one. Yes.
Hi, Catherine. Hi, Ian.
No. Why are you calling in from a withheld number? Why are you calling in from a withheld number? What? Hello. Why are you calling in from a withheld number? I've given you my home number. The least you could do is dial in without dialing 141 before it. Hello?
Please hold.
Oh, it's an absolute bell cheese.
Yeah.
Yes?
Hello.
Hi, Ian and Catherine.
Yep, we've done that.
Hi, yeah. I just wanted to say last night's show was fantastic, and you guys have really got your mojo back this year.
I'm going to get my mojo and shove it up your ass.
Woo!
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
What is the correct answer?
0203 286 6370. I'm waiting for the phone call that's going to ignite the good shit TLNA. That's what we want. Let's do it. Ian in a bad mood, lol. Oh shit, I haven't got the thing because I'm using a new. I've had to. That keyboard didn't come back.
Didn't make it.
No, so I've ordered a new one, the same model but smaller. So it's going to be. Hello.
Hi Ian. Hey Catherine.
Hey.
How you both doing?
How can we help you?
Just want to say thank you. It's been a long couple of weeks in education. I'm just a TA in a primary school. We've got far too many kids, but it's a joy to turn on Twitch at 9 o'clock and just let my brain go, yeah.
What? We're not stimulating it?
I beg your pardon?
How dare you?
What a rude phone call.
Doorbells.
A territorial armist is telling us that our show is for his brain.
Oh.
How rude.
That's perfect. The usual response from yourselves, obviously, which is fantastic. It's just brilliant. It turns off the mind, but turns on.
Goodbye, sir. I've been on Radio 4. How dare you? Do you know what?
What a dick.
Where did that come from?
I got a couple of new clips. I got 3 new clips, right? Here's tonight's question. Who is this and who is he talking about?
What a dick.
Who is it? And who is a great clip, isn't
Is it you?
No.
What a dick.
Who is it and who is he talking about? Moraine, thank you. Mark, thank you. Who is it?
What a dick.
And who is he talking about? 2 of the most famous men in the world. 2 of the most famous men in the world. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call. Haven't got my nails on yet. We might do it on stream.
I've got my nails
on. I was having a little doze. 0203 286 6370. Let's get some. We don't do withheld numbers.
Hello.
We don't do it.
Hello.
Dial without holding your number.
Who are you phoning, darling?
Hello.
There we go. Do it without withholding your number. We're not going to share it. We only share it if you drop the M-bomb or you hate crime and we forward it on to the police.
And that's fair enough, right?
Who is this and who's he talking about?
What a dick.
It's a good one.
Is it Prince William talking about his brother?
No, but I've got this.
Daheem is
No,
on.
that's all I got.
I can't stop thinking Daheem is on.
0203 286 6370. This is just warming up. We've only just gone to 9 o'clock, guys. And already we've given you 9 minutes and 7 seconds of...
What a dick.
I'm going to get more clips. We're getting more clips as we grow older. I'm revitalizing.
You can do it right now, please.
Hello, caller.
Hello. It's
Hello.
me again. It's the lovely Amber.
Hello, Amber, the lovely Amber. Have you got any Rizzlers, Amber?
You know what? I've got 2 questions for you, mate.
Okay,
The
let's do
first
this.
one
Yes.
is name a fucking book.
Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt fucking Vonnegut.
Gone with the fucking wind.
Hey, all right. And the second question, what is guilty pleasure songs? What's your guilty pleasure song?
I don't believe in guilty pleasure songs, right? And I tell you why. When you get... I grew up in a band that was not very cool. The Monkees, right? A band called the Monkees. And
Hey, do not talk smack about the Monkees.
whoa, I
Don't
can't.
be doing that.
I'm unable to. They're my favourite band. I know them. I've worked with them. But I grew up at a time when they weren't fashionable. So I kind of went through the guilty pleasure thing in my teens. I think all music, if you like it, you like it. Apart from Coldplay, who we will all agree are shit. Everything else is up for grabs. There's nothing to be guilty or embarrassed about.
True.
What would you consider, Amber, to be your guilty pleasure if guilt were allowed in music?
I mean, the reason why I call it a guilty pleasure is, I'm a punk. I like metal. I like everything aggressive. But I'll be honest. Yeah. The Story of My Life by One Direction is a banger.
And also the video. The video.
I know, right? Oh, they're blessed. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. And if anyone tries to... I can't even speak. If someone tries to talk any smack to Katherine tonight, I'm calling back.
Smackdown, Amber, smackdown, sister.
Amber, I can handle it.
Stand back, Amber. Thank you.
I appreciate the solidarity, but I can more than handle it.
What a start to a show.
For sure.
What's going on here?
Celine Dion. Celine Dion. I'm not ashamed of it, though. Celine Dion
shouldn't be ashamed of any of it.
Is a genius. And I remember watching her when I was pregnant with my first child and very hormonal and finding it very moving to the point of tears. And then over the Christmas holidays, there was a beautiful concert. I think it was Celine. I think it might have been in Vegas. I could be wrong. Again, beautiful, theatrical, extra, everything you want from a show. I was thinking. I think this a lot. Every now and then it pops up. And last night I was thinking that there is no more perfect pop song than the Hughes Corporation and Rock the Boat. There's no more perfect pop song. All it is 3 choruses. It's just 3 different choruses. If you took each one out and put it in a different song, that song would be a hit. So it's 3 different choruses repeated. That's it. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Don't do that.
Our love is like a big on an ocean. We got better, devotion. So I'd like to know, yeah. You got the notion. And it just repeats those. It's so good. It's such a good song. We have not started the show yet. 0203 2866. Where did you get the puppets from, Ian? I got them from Katherine. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is my home phone number. If you got the Skype, you can Skype in. Come on, this is what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about, baby. I'm loving you crazy. I wanna give you some fun. I wanna hold your hand. The song was going nowhere. Who's this guy?
Well, we've got a limited amount of his name.
Let's find out. I am the Wonky Admiral. It's unban night.
He's flipping the V's to Her Majesty there. I'm not sure we like this.
Here we go. Yes?
Say you were talking about perfect pop songs. Elvis's Devil in Disguise. That's 2 parts repeated 3 times. And the 2 parts, they don't even sound like they're supposed to go together.
Hang on a minute. I can remember.
You look like an angel.
Oh, is that the same song? Yeah. Walk like an angel, talk like an angel, but I got wise. The devil in disguise.
Devil in disguise.
Hey, there we go. Well, you've given us the phone in. Songs that are just bits stuck together.
Well, I've got one more, and then I'll go. It's I forgot it. I'll message it in.
Why? Hang on a minute, Mr. G Wit. Why is your Skype picture you flicking the V's at Her Majesty the Queen?
Because, I mean, I don't think it's that good either, like, a good thing to do, but I talked a big game before going to London that I was going to do it, so I felt, if you look, I'm only half doing it, it's not a full raise.
Oh, so he's a cowardly anarchist. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you, Wit. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you call us and we miss it, I'll call you back as soon as I possibly can.
He didn't give it the full range.
I like that guy. I like him. Hello?
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 Hello? Quick question. I need both of your answers. What animal do you like more?
Out of what?
Like dogs, cats, monkeys and all that. Pick one.
Hey, Gingerbread Mark, thank you. Why? Why should I?
Just that. I just want to know.
Is there some nefarious reason you want to know? You're going to kill the rest of the animals, so we name one. Are you like a bad genie?
No.
Cat's in, innit?
He hung up. I'm just getting a little bit of...
Cat's in. But if all the other animals start dying, I've got your phone number and I'm going to be chasing you up.
You walk like on a... Band on the Run. Yep, I'll have that. Band on the Run. That's like lots of songs.
It really is.
There we go.
It really is.
Some
Aquarius.
Yep. You guys are quiet. Oh, I've got to change that setting. Yeah, the thing is, if you swear...
Can I ask a question? When?
Hang on. You could, if you can, but if you swear, we've got your phone number and we hand it to the police and we call up and talk to your mummy.
Oh! Well, when you put it like that,
you're right. Okay, so it turns out it doesn't save any. There we go. The phone calls are going to sound great now, guys. I'm loving this.
Brainstorm 1994. Pick a fucking animal.
This is. Can we just stop the F? This is a family-friendly stream.
And not the flipping.
Hello, Gatters.
Gatters.
Wash their mouths out with soap and water.
Wow. So Gatford now wants to orally abuse children.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
You heard it here last.
I don't think
songs.
hang on a minute. Shut up, Matty. The picture isn't. Maybe it is stretched. Do I want it transformed fit to screen? Right. Okay. It is a little bit stretched, but you're actually right. It was a little bit stretched. I don't want that. Hang on a minute. Everybody, cool out. We're having. It's only the first time we've ever done this. It's the first time we've ever done.
Yeah, all of those previous were trials leading up to the big launch.
You can talk about. Hang on a minute. Stay there. We're just bringing in.
G-Wit's remembered.
G-Wit, yes, sir. Hello.
Great.
Hello. You're just too good to be true.
True.
Can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I love you, baby.
And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. I wanna hold you tight, I'll bet it, baby. Come in me and I say,
thanks.
I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I want you, baby. To hug and hold tonight, I pray the baby love me. Let me love you.
In the afternoon.
Thank you, G-Wit. G-Wit, say hello to the audio should be fine now for the phone calls.
Hi, G-Wit. Great name.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He does not wish to converse with you.
Oh, they're on the call together there for a second. Who is this? And I only listen to Matty when it comes to audio. Matty is the audio. You're quieter when not taking a call. It should be fine now. It should be fine now. It should be fine now. It should be fine now.
Let's see.
I don't know. It is or not. Okay, too slow. Oh, I hung up just as they answered. Let's try again.
Oh, and it always the way.
Could you speak into the speaker, the microphone?
Give it right.
Here we go.
Hear me now? Can you hear me now?
The level should be fine now, guys. It's this caller that's being quiet.
Right, I'm speaking into the speaker. The mic.
It's very, very quiet.
You sound distant.
Hang on. Is that any better?
That is much better.
Right, okay. So I just want to. I'm just phoning up because I'm quite annoyed that you've said that Coldplay are shit. I'll have you know that. Listen, right. Coldplay are one of the greatest English rock bands of all time.
Who is it? What's going on?
What? What do you mean, what's going on?
I would not say yes, but I certainly would not say no.
No to what?
You're a pervert.
What? Who's this?
Donuts.
Look. Coldplay.
Doorbells.
Coldplay.
Doorbells.
Just shut it, pal.
Listen.
Doorbells.
This song.
Hello?
Clocks.
Hello? Hello?
The song clocks, right? Okay.
Hello?
You're a fanny.
I can
Good
name
afternoon.
loads of really. I can name some really, really good songs by Coldplay, right?
Zoom
the song
is full of
Clocks
spies.
is a fantastic song.
I like the mushy peas.
And the song...
No, that's the wrong answer.
That other song that they do, what's it called? All I know is that Coldplay are really, really good. That's all I need to know, right?
It wasn't
I could name
even
loads
good
of
enough
songs,
to
right,
be
but I'm not
shit.
going to.
Okay. 203
Because you can't, because you couldn't name lots of songs.
6370. This is. We've had more calls than Talk Radio has had in the last 6 months.
Sorry, this person can't answer at the moment.
This person is a bottler.
Imagine getting that angry over Coldplay.
Who is this and who is he talking about?
What a dick.
Two of the most famous people
Just
in
shut
the
your
world.
pal.
Is it someone about Coldplay?
I should have said before we're going to play some adverts. 0203 286 6370. Really simple idea for a show. I give you my home phone number. I put it on the internet. You call up and talk about anything to me and this young lady over here.
You can do it right now, please.
Exactly. Hello, caller.
Right. I just want to say this. Chris Martin, right? Chris Martin is one of the greatest songwriters.
Okay, thank you. I like that guy.
He's one of the greatest songwriters called Chris Martin.
Even he don't buy that shit. Hello, hello.
Just shut it, pal.
Hello, Elmo.
Hey.
Hi, mate.
Look at you getting a bit shaggy on top there, mate.
I know you're not allowed to go in barbers anymore, are you? Because the COVID and that.
In it. They're selling for $59.99. They're selling home barber kits, and what it is, it's a pair of scissors, and it's a book on conversation starters. Have you been anywhere nice this year? How's work going? What do you think about the COVID being a hoax? That kind of stuff. Maybe you can invest in that because you look like a bloody hippie.
That's rude. Right, songs that are just bits of songs stick together.
Yeah.
Stick together.
Yeah, stuck together.
Yep.
Sorry. What's the one that goes, gotta get up, gotta get up, gotta get up. And then it goes, right on time, right on time. And then it does a, that one.
Do it again.
Doesn't ring a bell for me, does it you?
No. I mean,
Gotta get up.
The bell
gotta
is
get up,
ringing.
Gotta get up. Baby. Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Gotta right on time. Right on time. Away.
What is a song that goes right on time?
Could someone clip that? Just a bit with Elmo singing, please. Could someone clip that? That's a meme. We've just made a meme there, guys. By the way, if you missed last night's show, it's up as a highlight. It's a highlight. You can't see this. It's a highlight.
Yeah.
Hello, G-Wit.
Why should we be pleasing all the politician heathens who would try to change the seasons if they could? The state of the condition insults my intuition and only makes me crazy a heart like wood. Scabba-dabba-dee-ba-ba-ba-da-bum.
It is, though, isn't it? It is.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's funny, I didn't recognise the verse.
Songs that
there,
are
did
put
you?
together.
Yes.
Sowing the Seeds of Love by Tears for Fears.
Sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds. I've started the wrong chorus. Then the seeds of love. No, it's not. That's a verse. No, that's a verse and a chorus. You're wrong.
No, because then it goes all psychedelic, doesn't it? It does.
No. I work with a guy whose dad. I work with a guy, right? Let's go through this bit by bit. There's a lot to unpack here.
All right.
No names, no pack
We
drill.
got all night. Let's
No
do
names,
this.
no pack drill. When I worked at B James, I worked with a guy who, in the cold room when we were taking stock, thought, he thought that the Backstreet Boys song that was a rip-off of the Beatles was actually a song that the Beatles had written for Sgt. Pepper and hadn't used. Here's where it gets freaky. I went out for a drink, underage drinking, with him and his dad. His dad was very drunk.
I could come.
And his dad told me all night, and I was so scared. His dad told me that he was a debt collector for a gangster and went into great detail about about a couple of people that he'd killed.
Oh.
And he was so drunk, and it was the most awful one of the most awful evenings of my life. And he went into great detail about how one person, they tied him up and put him in the back of the car, and he was laughing so hard he went, he shit himself, and the smell of shit filled the car. I'm like 16 going, it was horrendous. And you know what? I believe it. I've gone back and looked at that. Don't remember.
What about
I've gone back
about New Kids on the Block?
No, shut up. I've gone back and looked at that with adult eyes, and he went in. I know he was involved in dealing and stuff. He went into such detail that I believe it.
What's this got to do with my response to your query about songs that were put together?
I don't even know what you're still doing here. Let's try this one. I believe it. I believe it. I believe that he was genuine. I say 75% believe it. 75% believe it.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello, is that Ian?
How can we help you?
It's Ken Bruce here, ready to do the Portmaster.
I'm sorry, Ken. I didn't recognise your voice, mate.
Oh, I hope you could forget a voice like mine. How are you doing, Ian?
Very, very well, Ken. How are you?
I've forgotten the voice.
Well, I've noticed you on the Twitch there. I'm thinking of getting a channel myself. Ken Bruce the Portmaster, or Tracks Me Ears, twitch.tv.
He's laughing because he knows that at last creative freedom is within his grasp.
Yeah, totes.
You play some songs like Beverly Craven, Woman to Woman, and Chris Rea Road to Hell.
It sounds good. You've got to be careful playing music on Twitch. But otherwise, I think the Popmaster, I think the Tracks of My Tears, was it?
Yeah.
I think that could work.
That.
I think you interviewing...
That's good one, was the shout out. Sally Traffic on the...
Sally Traffic! If he's not got work till Monday morning, he's probably a little bit tips. This is a show.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for...
Okay.
Oh.
Hello, caller.
Hi there.
Hello. At last,
Hi
someone
there.
sensible.
Hi. So the song Clocks by not Radiohead, Coldplay.
Yes.
How can you get the two mixed up? Because one's really good, Coldplay, and Radiohead are shit. But anyway, so Coldplay, like I say, I mean, I just want to hear your actual opinion on Coldplay here.
They're shit.
Right, but they've got loads of different songs, like the song Clocks, for example, and fucking, what's it called?
Yellow?
I was going to say green, but yellow. That's the one.
Just shut it, pal.
My sister is saying this caller is my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Coldplay album?
My favourite Coldplay album is the one with the one with what's it? Yep. The one with the cover.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. What a show! How come after 4.5 years of really trying, over 5 years of really trying, we've now got an actual phone-in show?
I don't know. Accident. All we had to do, it turns out, is mention Coldplay.
Who is this and who are they talking about?
What a dick.
It's a great one. You know it. It's a great one. I'll play the whole clip later. Hello, Jim.
Good evening. Got an answer on the song thing. One from Jen, one from me.
Yeah. Hello, Jen.
Hiya.
Sorry, I'm wearing a hat, Jen.
Hiya.
She'll cope. She can have a night off.
Okay.
So Jen's was the Grease Mega Mix, and mine was Swing the Mood by Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers.
Goodbye.
Gosh.
He's talking about songs that are joined together. What an absolute bell cheese.
I think it's the songs they think of when they're...
What a bell cheese.
You know, when they're...
What a dick.
Making love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who is this and who are they talking about?
What a dick.
It's two of the most famous people in the world. You'll kick yourself.
Is it Tony Blair about Saddam Hussein?
Not quite. Yes, sir.
Hi there.
Hello there, caller. What can we do for you?
Hiya. Yeah, I've just thought of a really good song that's got like 2 separate bits.
Okay.
So the song "Clocks" by Coldplay.
Okay, thank you. If anyone wants, if there are any Coldplay fans watching and you want to get in touch with that guy, let me know and I will. Well, his phone number ends 90, so see if you can guess the rest and just dial and you'll get there. It starts with a 0, ends with a 9 and a 0.
That sounded like the Scatman.
Oh, people think I'm in the Scatman video.
Do they?
Yeah.
Why?
You'll see it. It from like back in the day when I was bang on it, right? Oh, there's the.
You weren't that on it that you'd be in a Scatman video, surely.
No,
to goodness.
But look, if you look at the Scatman, I used all my new sound clips in like the first 30 seconds. I'm so disappointed. Scatman video. Don't need to type the word video in. Here we go. So we're gonna.
I love the way it's called Scatman brackets ski ba bop badat bop.
We're gonna mute it so you won't hear it. Okay, but do I look like him? Not him. Of course, I should have played the video. Maybe it's not the Scatman.
Him?
Maybe it's not the Scatman.
Is it?
Oh, it was him. Isn't it him I'm supposed to look like? I don't know. I mean, I could never see it. Him. There we go. That's me.
Is it?
This is what. Our love is like a ship on the ocean. We've been sailing with it of devote.
No, come on.
Or maybe it's the trumpet. I think it's the trumpeter. Here we go.
That does look like you.
Here we go. There we go.
Get a suit on.
It's the 11 o'clock shift. It is me, isn't it? After a particularly heavy month. Here you go. It is me.
Oh, bless you.
As HB Rock warning us about playing music, you're going to get DMCA copyright strike. Absolute prune. We are at the top. Oh, hang on, I can't get out of it. We are at the top of our game, guys. We are at the top of our game. 0203 286 6370. It is my phone number. You are welcome to call. Come on the show. Please don't call outside of office hours, guys. Busy show tonight. We've got about 30 unban requests.
And counting.
Hello?
Hello, you're through to the Wonky Admiral and the Independent Woman. How can we help you?
Oh, hello, Ian. I get a raging boner watching your show.
Okay.
I doubt that very much.
Isn't Raging Boner the film starring Robert De Niro?
It is, yes.
Just shut it, pal.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it? Probably best to leave it alone.
I could come.
Yeah, maybe,
Your mum will be very cross about those sheets.
Yes, won't she? And wasting. You were expecting to get cut off there, weren't you?
You are quite a sexy man.
I am. No, I'm not. I'm not quite a sexy man. I'm full-on sexy man.
You
It's
are.
funny. It's funny pretending to be gay, isn't it?
What are you pretending?
I think you may be pretending, my young heterosexual friend. Asking for sex.
Oh, who's egging you on
It
there?
is funny being gay, pretending to be gay.
Shag me, bro.
I'm not going to shag your brother or you because you sound absolutely repellent. It's funny pretending to be gay. We all know it. 0203 286 6370. I'm bisexual. I'm not heterosexual.
Heterocentral.
I'm so tired. I've only had the boys.
Where does this train pull in? At Heterocentral.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hello. Do you know that person who said what a dick? Yes.
Dick.
Yes.
Is his first name Harry?
No.
Oh my God.
His first name is not Harry. So if that was on your list, you can. It's a similar kind of name.
Barry.
It's not actually that similar. 0203 286
Gary.
6370 is the telephone number. Hello there.
Hiya.
Hello. How can we help you?
Have you ever seen Coldplay live? Oh, real question.
No.
Me neither, right? But I've heard that they're very good live.
Really? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, who told you?
A mate of mine.
What's his name?
Is into them. His name's John.
So John told you that Coldplay are very good live. Why haven't you been to see them live?
I've been meaning to, but it's just the nerves going to see them in real.
You're worried you'd be too excited.
Too excited to go and see them, which proves my point.
It doesn't really. It doesn't prove any point. It
proves. It does.
It doesn't. It proves that you're a bell end. It doesn't prove any other point.
No, it doesn't prove that I'm a bell end. I think you'll actually find that if you hate Coldplay, that makes you automatically a bell end.
I think you'll find it if
You've
you
actually
like
just called
Coldplay,
yourself
but
a
are
bell
too
end.
scared to go and see them in concert. That makes you the bell end.
In fact, it makes you a double bell, and that's terrible.
All you need, right? Do me a favour, right?
Yes, sir.
Go onto YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Look up the song "Clocks" by Radiohead.
By Radiohead,
I mean,
yeah.
Coldplay. Coldplay. Watch the live version of that. Right?
Yep.
And
try not
then
to
get
kill
back to
yourself.
me.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Right.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Spoiler, we won't.
This is our job. If you're new here, drop us a follow. If you can subscribe, that would be great. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch, gaming.amazon.com. Link the two, and then you can subscribe to us, and we get a $5, right? That's money you could never spend, right? And we get it, and we split it 50-50. Thank you. If you haven't got that, you can subscribe tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, different prices. Tier 1, beautiful. Tier 2, thank you so much.
Hey, B-Rock, I'm making jokes about killing yourself. Yeah, very cool. I wasn't joking.
Exactly. Tier 3, it's a bit more expensive, but you will be invited. If you do it tonight, you will be invited to the Tier 3 mods and me and Katherine production meeting that's happening this Sunday about 11ish.
Yeah, I can do that.
You can do that?
Mm-hmm.
11 a.m. You'll be invited to a private meeting. We do it on Zoom. We record it and we put it up on YouTube.
I could come.
We do it on Zoom. You get to suggest actual ideas for the show. One of them was this, suggested by Pete, although he disowned it when it fell flat on its face. And we take on board the ideas and we type them up. And we will act on some. We've still got loads from the last one, which we fully intend to do, but I had a drug relapse. So you've got until kind of like midday tomorrow to sign up for a tier 3, because that's when I'm going to send out the invites. Check your whispers, and you'll have a little link for the meeting on Sunday. You can also chuck us bits, or if you want to go to paypal.me/Iain Lee. Any money that gets made, we split it 50-50. I'm going to put that in the chat while Katherine takes this caller.
Hello, Falco123.
Hello, Katherine. Ooh, no numbers at the end there, but there we go. You all right?
I'm fine, thanks.
You're coming through very hot.
Hey, I am very hot because, well, it's you, Iain. It's always the way. Anyway, the reason I called was because I've been to see a Coldplay tribute act, right?
Jesus,
and
why?
get this. No, you're going to love this, right? You're going to love this. They were actually good, unlike Coldplay.
I could
It's Coldplay shit.
But why would you go to a tribute band of a band that is shit?
Well, it wasn't my fault. I got dragged along.
I would say that I once got dragged along to a Christian rock concert by Paul Francis.
Why?
Because I got dragged along the same way you got dragged along.
Yeah, but yours was probably a bit better than mine.
Yeah, I think it was. 0203 286.
Also, there's a promise of heaven at the end of it.
Shanty Pony.
It was a weird thing. I was only about... It was at the centre on the Farnham Road in Slough. What are you doing? It was...
Fluff.
How old was I? I was about 15 or 16, and it was... I didn't know it was a Christian concert. And then halfway through, they're playing these songs, and they're all right, but it's about Jesus. And halfway through it, they said, okay, we want to take things down a bit now. And if anybody here hasn't yet asked Jesus into their heart, then now is the time to do it. And he kept going on for... Sorry, yes, hello?
There's a few people in your chat who are being rude about Coldplay. I'm quite...
Oh.
Quite upset about that.
I would have thought you'd have been used to it, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's uncalled for. It'd have been nasty to me because I like Coldplay.
Yes.
And your friend there that was just on who saw the
Can we get to the point, please, Coldplay caller?
You can say clocks again.
By Radiohead.
Well, the song. Yeah, I would just want to know if he enjoyed the song Clocks, their version of it.
No.
Nobody enjoyed the song Clocks apart from you, and I don't even believe that.
Right. But here's the thing. At that event, and I thought they were just like speaking to me, so I nearly stood up and went, yeah, go on, fuck it. Just to get them off my back.
Hello?
But at that event, I saw the German teacher, Mr. Cocker, like really wigging
Rocking
out
out.
at the front. Yeah, doing all that. He also liked the band Chicago. Hello, caller.
Hello, Ian.
Why is everyone... I'm not going to talk to anyone if they ignore my best friend and 50% of this show.
Sorry, I just saw a thing on Twitter and it said Ian, so I thought, right, I'll ring. And it said Ian, so sorry about that.
I believe he's sorry.
I am not talking to anyone that ignores this guy.
I don't mind if they ignore me.
I wish they'd ignore me.
Exactly.
Yes.
I just thought I'd respond to that guy who said if I saw the Coldplay clock song, and the answer.
Do you want his phone number? Because that would be more interesting.
No. This is. I've got to give you the answer because it's important. Are you ready? The answer is no, I didn't, because it was shit.
Right. Okay. There's got to be. I wonder. Right. No, I don't want any more calls. I don't want any more Coldplay calls. Oh, so if you're a sub, you won't see these ads. You probably won't see these ads that I am contractually obliged to play. There we go. That's the point I was getting to. Here we go. Here's Pete. Pete.
Pete.
Hello. Yeah, just wanted to say I'm not that fussed about Coldplay either way, really.
Exactly.
Can we stop talking about Coldplay?
Well, now you've said that, we're going to be talking about more bloody.
I don't want to. I preferred it when we had people calling me out for wearing nail varnish. Is it polish or varnish?
Either or. I mean, who cares?
Well, one would be clear.
No.
And one would be not clear. Yes.
I disagree.
Okay. How you doing, Pete?
Oh, I'm all right. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I mean, right now, I'm all right. You know, the average across the week is probably less, but right now, yeah, I'm all right.
Permission to speak freely, and if at any point this makes you uncomfortable, ask me to name a fucking book and hang up, all right?
Go for it.
I'm a little bit worried about you.
Well,
you're a bit quiet. And this is not judgment. This is a little bit worried about you. You've been a bit quiet, and I know that things have been up and down for you, and you know we're in lockdown 3, and I know lockdown 2 didn't count. Lockdown 1 wasn't great for you, and I'm concerned, and I like you. I think you're a great guy. I'll forever fondly remember that night in that burger place after that weird show that we did when my trousers split, and going into there, and you were there, and I kind of bullied you.
Your solitary.
Yeah, I kind of
dinner.
bullied you into coming and eating with us, and I like you, and I consider you a friend, and I'm just concerned about you.
Likewise, yeah. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, things are just kind of stalled, you know. It's all.
May I make a suggestion? And may I make a suggestion?
Oh, you can, yeah.
And I say this with love, right? Okay, fucking man up.
What?
Man up. Man up, you pussy. Man up. Grow a pair. Pull your socks up. Grow a pair and man up your pussy.
I'll take that on board.
All right, nice one, Pete. Thank you very much. Let me know how that
Sorry,
goes. Let me know. Let me know how that goes. Imagine someone saying that and then saying, let me know how that goes, yeah? All right.
I just hope that your teachers from your counselling course aren't watching.
I'm so worried that some of the people from my counselling course are going to watch this and go, we don't want to work this guy anymore.
Hiya.
Hello.
Hiya. Just want to make a suggestion as well that if Pete maybe listens to some Coldplay just to...
Send him over the edge. Flipping it.
I've got a suggestion for you, and I talked to some colleagues about it, and we think you should just man the fuck up. Give that a try for a couple of weeks and let us know how it goes. All right. And the thing is, not saying Pete, but the client will be so nervous. Okay, yeah, I'll give that a go. Thanks very much. Iain, if anyone calls in with any more Coldplay, tell them one of your friend's dad stories. Oh no, it was horrible. Horrible. Right. Oh, we got sponsors. Let's do this. Let's bang these sponsors out the park.
I mean, let's give them a handcrafted advert that they've paid for.
I don't know.
Yes. Oof.
Look at that. Look at that. That's what's going on behind us. Can you spot the difference? Because it's funny, isn't it? Because that's quite good actually.
That looks real.
It looks real. That's not real, right?
Mm. Well, it was real. It's from the past.
It's very, very similar. Nothing has changed since then. That looks great, isn't it? It looks great, man. Yeah, that's a Vectrex, you geeks. Get a life. I got a Vectrex. I don't play it. What are you going to do about it? Kiss my chuddies. Kiss my chuddies. 34sp.com. Talk to me about these guys. These are our sponsors.
34sp.com. Brilliant company that have come back after one period of sponsoring the show. They came back for some more, which we love. 34sp.com.
Can you see?
Based in Manchester.
By the dawn's
But they've sent everyone home, and they're going to stay home till the end of the year because actually it's all working out cool, and they prefer their staff to be happy. Why? Because they provide brilliant customer service. If you want a website, you can get a domain for £1. So .co.uk, .org.
I have to just say something very important. 34sp.com, whatever you've read about them,
what?
They have not killed any of their team. Whatever you've read about them on the internet, any rumours you might have heard, find me the evidence.
Yeah.
Find me the evidence, and then we'll talk. Until then, it's rumours.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to rumours. I like these guys. I'm not believing what I personally have read, and actually I have written on the internet about them.
And not because he's scared.
Can we get the web domain 34sp.co.uk and screw them over?
Well, no.
Why? For £1?
I think they might have something to say about it because we'd have to go through them.
Well, but that's the loophole. If they haven't bagsied it first, we sell it, we buy it, they realise we sell it to them for £1 million.
Yeah.
That is a sweet profit.
I'd be very surprised if they've not.
Or 34sp.com, spelt THIRTYFORESSPEE.
Oh.
34sp.com.
Yeah.
We're gonna fleece Stuart. You're getting fleeced, man. You're getting fleeced, man.
But thank you for your
We're gonna
sponsorship.
fleece you, man.
Yeah, so you can get yourself a domain for £1.
Totally getting fleeced, man.
But also, they've got brilliant customer service. They'll help you out, whether you are quite advanced when it comes to websites or a complete beginner.
They got no common sense. They're gonna get
stop that
fleeced, man. We're totally gonna give you licks, man. Gonna give you licks and ting. Sweet. Totally gonna just.
What are you doing?
What a dick. Who is it and who are they talking about? It's not this guy, because he'd sue them. This is Richard Gregorian of gelaw.co.uk. Getting divorced. Here's what we need to do to put this to the test, right? You and I need to get married and then get divorced to see how good this guy really is. Is he as good?
I'm willing to believe the testimonials.
Is he as good? We got some testimonials.
Yeah, we have. I've seen them. I have seen Richard Gregorian's testimonials, and I don't mind telling you, they were impressive. You'd be proud of him.
Oh,
You'd be
I'm so
proud of
lucky
him.
I get to work with my mate, who's also the funniest person I've ever worked with, and I've worked with Ricky Gervais. My son, who's 9 next week, right? So having a lovely cuddle with him, and I saw he had little sort of blonde hair on his lip, and I went, "Oh, you've got a little moustache." And he looked up at me and went, "Bonjour." Oh, it made me laugh so much. Can we time Ollie out, please? I won't take that from them. Let's go to Poseidon Safety Management.
Let's.
They need to change their logo to something darker.
What, like a salivating
Here we go.
dog
Here we go. Yeah, like
with
that.
fangs?
I'm gonna eat you.
Tell him. I'm sure they'll be on board.
Poseidon Safety Management, manned guarding, guard dogs, mobile, as they would say in America. Actually, they'd say cell, wouldn't they? They'd say cell.
Props, yeah.
Like cell phone. They don't say mobile phone. Or they say mobile home. Trailer trash.
Look at Totzera in the chat, all brave. That dog ain't going to bite anyone.
Oh, mate.
Oh, we got some footage that you might be interested in.
Yeah. So anyway, at Poseidon Safe, go and have some fun. Abbey Care.
Stop having fun. It's not fun.
I love drugs so much, and so much that I struggle to stop them. I'm doing well. I'm getting close to a month. And I went to Abbey Care specialist addictions recovery clinics just for a few days, just to get myself a little bit of breathing space, and just to get away from any distractions and temptations and the drifters, because the temptations are bad.
Yeah.
And the stylistics. And it's a really cool place, and I really liked it. I went to the one in Gloucester, abbeycare.co.uk if you think you've got an issue with drugs or sex or alcohol or food or shopping or anything like that.
Gambling.
You are gambling with your life. Stop it. Bet on winners. Bet on. Tell you what, get all of it. Put it on red. Fuck it. You might as well.
What? Don't.
If it goes wrong, go to Abbey Care. If it wins, go to Morocco. Okay, I think that's all.
Again, the counsellor emerges.
Now, Pooper Script says, did your son have a striped T-shirt and onions around his neck too? No, but that does remind me of the front page of Rolling Stone magazine with Dua Lipa on.
Because she looked like she's in an onion sack.
I don't think we can show the picture because of TOS. I like Dua Lipa a lot. And by that, I mean, I flipping love her music. Her last album, it's a great album, and I genuinely love it. My boys make me listen to Kiss, not the rock group, unfortunately, the radio station. But I quite like it, and I really like Dua Lipa, and I like her because I think her songs are great, really, really good songs. She's the perfect pop star. She's British, right?
Well, yes.
Okay, perfect pop star. Got an unusual name that's mystical and mysterious. Very beautiful, great voice. Great songs.
Yeah.
But I've not really seen too much. I did see I saw half of the video for Physical once, and I had to turn it off because it was too blue for me. And I felt, I'm nearly 50, and she's what, 23? She could be pregnant, by the way. She teased her fans on Instagram by posting a picture of her and her partner, and lots of kind of like emojis that might associate. Sorry?
You've been following her on Insta?
I heard this on Kiss News.
Oh.
News. And she posted kind of baby connected kind of pictures on them. So she might be pregnant, but then she deleted the emojis. Who knows? Either way, I wish her the best luck. But I couldn't watch. Anyway, the front, I'm not going to show the picture here. And what I'm about to say is so problematic in so many different ways, right? But the front page, this is what I'm going to say that's problematic, and I can explain some of the ways why I think it's problematic. You may have some more. Her picture on the front page of Rolling Stone, actually, I don't think it's that sexy, but it's very skimpy, not much on. I was disappointed in her. Now, why is that problematic? Because who am I, a 47-year-old man, to express any form of disappointment on how a young woman, a young artist, chooses to dress herself? I am no one. So the very fact that I've even said I'm disappointed in her, well, that's like a problematic, old-fashioned, patriarchal way of thinking, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. However, I don't know any other. In fact, I don't even need to talk about it because that's part of the problem. I just learnt there. I went through a gestalt, completed the circle, and I learnt there.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
back in the day, maybe 10 years ago, I actually, no, I don't think I would have. But now, I know presenters that would have done, male presenters that would have done an hour's phone-in on something like that. I don't think I ever would. I can't say for sure because someone will find, Matty will find a clip.
And I know
or something.
some male presenters who would have done
That's
an
good
hour's
to know.
phoning on.
Yep. My thoughts are irrelevant. I think she's brilliant, though.
It's interesting, isn't it, when you catch yourself in a reaction, an impulse, and then unpick it and realise that it's kind of, you've been primed to do that by lots of other kind of factors in your upbringing and in society.
I'm a work in progress, guys, and I don't mind telling you I get it wrong from time to time. Whew.
We're not supposed to. It's not for us. That's the thing. That front cover is not for us. It's not signalling to us.
Okay. You want a good documentary? The Go-Go's. The Go-Go's. That's a good documentary. I'm in love with Jane Wheadling now because I always thought she was brilliant. B, I loved her in Bill and Ted as Joan of Arc. C, I love Rush Hour. D, I think she's stunning. And I don't know, at 5, she's just so sorted now. Didn't realise that she was bipolar, and she said this is like the first time in years where I haven't considered suicide at least once a week, or something like that. And I didn't know that was an issue. I'm going to write to her in, I guess, Hollywood, and I'm going to say, Jane.
I bet she lives in New York.
Okay, I'm going to write a letter to both. Okay. I don't mind
just
doing two.
Case.
Jane, you don't know me. I don't really know you. I've just known you from your records. Is there a chance? Is there a chance? 0203 286 6370. It's tonight.
Oh, do you want me to?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, first of all, let me show you what we do throughout the week here on the Late Night Alternative. Hi, Iain Lee here. I'm half of the Late Night Alternative with Katherine Boyle and me. And I want to tell you what we've got coming up this week. On Mondays, it's SOS, Shonky Old Shows, where we show old shows on, Tuesday, it's Tuesday Car. Come in. Oh, Wednesdays, we don't play Cluedo, we play Udo. It's not Cluedo. I don't remember what Thursdays are. And Fridays? Well, that's Judgment Day. Judge Boyle. So make sure you look smart. That's weekday nights from 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/Iain Lee, the Late Night Alternative, with me, Iain Lee, and Katherine Boyle. That's her there. She's older than that now. All rise for Judge Boyle's Judgment Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now in session.
I just said something I've never said in my life. Mike's going live.
I noticed. I thought, listen to him being all efficient.
Mike's going live. So, on Twitch, we and our wonderful mods, make yourself known, please. We've got Mandy, we've got Amy. Everyone just say hello, Matty, Pete. Say hello, Gavin. Lance. They have the power to... We have the power to ban. We try not to, but if someone's a knobber...
Yeah.
So homophobia, misogyny, racism, any of those kind of things, get out.
Or someone being, starting fights in the chat and stuff.
Those things, you're out, okay? Sometimes it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Over to Judge Boyle to set the scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, It is my honour and indeed sacred privilege to preside upon this court this evening to preserve the sanctity of the chat. Elsewhere online, you may say whatever you like to whoever you like, it would appear, and there are no there is no recourse to justice. Here, however, we keep a tight ship, which means that if you are a dick,
I'm just trying to clear this. I'm just trying to clear the screen a bit.
In our chat, you will be timed out and indeed banned if you persist. Sometimes it may be a bannable offence immediately for the reasons mentioned earlier by my esteemed colleague. But sometimes we do get things wrong, and it's your right to ask us to reconsider, which is why we have the unban requests, and we're going to examine them tonight in a little section we call Judge Boyle.
Now, here's the thing. You can call up during this. You can call up about anything you want, except for Coldplay. But you can call up about anything you want. 0203 286 6370. It's my home number. Please don't call over the weekend, and don't call in the night because it wakes up the baby. You can Skype TLNA. You can call about anything, but if you really want to call in about the people that we're talking about here, you are very welcome. Maybe a bit later on, James, you can do another song if we get time. Is there any way to call for free from outside the UK? Yes, you can Skype TLNA. That is free. That won't cost you a thing. Judge Boyle, let's have the first cab off the rank.
Now,
And I believe I have had a little heads up that tonight we've got an unban request from a special guest.
Oh, okay. Well,
something for you radio fans.
As you know, I do not look at the unbanned requests from one week to the next. I look at them on Friday nights, and only on Friday nights, because otherwise it would just be too much.
We're going to play a drum roll, and then Catherine's going to do the first one. Here we go.
Who is it? What's going on?
Well,
hang on.
Yeah, but this is going on.
Let me start it again. First one, please.
First one.
We'll do that before each of them, just to build up the tension.
Well, what a surprise. It's Layla from last night. You remember Layla?
Remind me who Layla was. 'Cause
Layla.
She had me on my knees.
Rang up not once but twice. No, this is the one that spells it wrong. This is not once but twice to insult me personally. Say I was an ugly woman, and I think she mentioned something about sorting my eyebrows out or whatever.
Okay, let's call her back and let's see.
No, that's fine.
Oh, that'd be lucky.
Funnily enough, I've made my decision. Here's the the mitigation. I shouldn't have been personal about Katherine. I was drunk. Sad face. Oh, Layla, you were more than drunk. You're a dick.
Here's the thing.
Banned.
One-off inappropriate comment. Well, it wouldn't be for me to decide.
She persisted.
It was relentless, and it was horrible, and it was nasty. And being drunk is not no. That's not an excuse.
No, but I wish you all the best with your fledgling beauty business, which you're obviously starting. So, bye-bye. Here we go. I don't know. First yellow 221. I don't know
what this means. I don't even know.
I mean, if you are going to crowd the inbox here, could you at least write something that we could make head and tail of?
I don't know what it means.
Free up my boy Imperial Harp 58. I'm guessing that's someone else who we're about to meet in the unbanned request here. And the mitigation ? Well, it's a convincing argument, admittedly, but I think we'll keep that person denied.
There we go.
Oh, here we go. Imperial Harp 58. Well, what a coinky dink that we see you here. Comes in swinging. Love it, keep it up, Ian. Foot. It is all in capital letters. Foot. Oi, Ian, lad. Pay up. Does it cost to call you, lad? You're sus.
Oh, these are the Scousers.
Yeah.
These are the Scousers.
And then in the mitigation, didn't do nothing, which, as we know, is a double negative. So you admit you did something.
Yeah.
And for that reason.
Ban him. The wonky admiral agrees with that. If we get anywhere, Catherine and I disagree. Catherine's ultimate choice.
Yes.
But if I really feel strongly about it, we might throw it to the vote. I think
that's fair enough.
I am
not without a conscience, but actually, for the most part, this is pretty cut and dry. Impy 1980. Now, there are certain things that people say in the chat that really flag up the fact that they're racist, or they're homophobic, or they're just really happy, settled in their own ignorance. And for the latter, the word I find most useful for sorting those people from, people who are willing to live, learn, grow as human beings is using woke as an insult. So let's have a look at that, bearing that in mind. You were woke. You mean you went woke and overly politically correct. Wow, a double whammy, woke and politically correct used as an insult. Proving my point, don't bother unbanning me, just goes to show I was right, and even a deleted message and warning. This sort of action from Twitch and all that align with it will see people eventually leave. Well, don't let me stop.
We had 5,000 viewers last night.
Off your pop, my sweet.
5,000 viewers. 0203 286 6370. Were we right to keep that prick banned?
Come on.
Thank you, the Wonder Boy, for the sub. 7 months.
Okay, Beverly Peace. Account created yesterday. Here's the thing. I don't believe this person is called Beverly. All one's peace. They come in swinging with shit on my fat, hairy chest.
What?
In it, though. And then, slightly more restrained, lick my P asterisk 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 Y. No doubt.
Banned by Matty.
Well,
Matty is a bit of a prude.
Now, Beverly Peace says, I'm really sorry. I won't do it again. I love Iain Lee and everything he stands for. I was just trying to be funny. I mean, admittedly,
that is quite funny.
Shit on my fat hairy chest is an
funny.
opener.
Yeah. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's an unban.
Oh.
They've What?
Do you?
I think that's an unban.
Well, that's a good job. You're not the one with the hammer.
Hang on. This goes to the vote.
No.
This has to go to the vote.
Come on now.
Shit on my hairy chest.
And then lick my... Yes.
Lick my pussy.
Don't think it's pony.
Well, it couldn't be pony.
Well, they can't spell. It could be.
Bullshit to Ian, says Matty. What? What? All right, people are saying ban. Okay, I said that. It's not a hill I'm prepared to die on. I don't want to die on any hill. I want to die in a bed.
It's Beverly's hairy hill.
I want to go to sleep and just not wake up. Not tonight. Like I'm talking like in 50 years' time. 0203 286
Oh, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Banned by Mandy. VBLXWN. Vblixwin, I imagine is how that's pronounced.
Vblixwin, yes.
If I was calling that out in the register, I'd have a jolly good joke.
Pete says 2 questions for the last one. Is she being serious with the offer? And does it have to be Ian? Pete, we can put you in touch. You're a mod. You have access to this database. So please feel free to go in and abuse that database.
The Blixwin said donated £200. Oh, the mitigation, and then got banned immediately. I don't know what the context was.
Well, Mandy did the banning.
Mandy is usually pretty even-handed.
I don't like... It reminds me of the spam guy, where they come in and they just promise they're going to give you a load of money and this is our job. And I just... no... Someone set up a fake...
there were a few people faking donations.
Someone set up a Twitter account. You know, there are those Twitter accounts that report when Twitch streams have been banned.
Yeah.
Right. And when we got banned a while ago. There was some, and so someone set one up the other day, and it said Iain Lee banned second time. I thought, oh shit, because that's how I found out the first time. So I was Googling it for like 3 minutes, and I wasn't. So people like that, no. I don't know.
That's actual defamation. That's actually...
No, that's the woman who wants someone to shit on her fat, hairy chest. That's defamation.
Do we think it's funny?
No. No. No.
Well, and also they do LMAO. I'm sorry. Apologies don't normally come with a laughing of anyone's arse off. Banned.
People are asking why we were kicked off Twitch, why we were banned from Twitch. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just say
It was Mike Tyson's fault.
Mike Tyson. Don't be a drugs cheat.
Okay, here we go. So, Pepper Boy. What do we got here?
What have we got here, Catherine? Just going to play some ads. If you're a sub, you hopefully won't see the ads. Do sub. This is our job. We like to feed our kids. Well, at least one of them.
What's this? This looks like there's more to it.
Whoa, Catherine, you did this.
Yeah, but I can't see where he talked about what you did in the Navy. No, what they were suggesting was, if this is what I think it was.
I don't want to know what you think it was. I need the facts.
Well, I can't see this.
I need the facts.
There's 11 messages there, and there aren't 11 here. So how do I see them all? How do I see them
It's
all?
my hat that's wonky, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We got it, Matty.
Oh, you got time. You timed him out first of all.
Doesn't matter. You banned him.
You ignore me 24/7.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
See more in user profile details.
I can't. I click on it and nothing happens.
You need to scroll up.
I know, and that's what I'm trying to do, but it won't.
How do I go to mod settings?
Click on the little. Have you got a sword?
No. Where? Where would I have a sword? It was the guy who called in aggressive and weird about the hat, then continued in chat.
Yeah, you just seem to be going on about something.
Well, that's not enough.
You ignore me.
Need evidence.
Oh my God! But you were ready with evidence to let flipping Shitty Chest back on.
Yes, I was actually. Yes,
Why don't you trust your mods and yourself? You timed them out.
Why are my glasses wonky?
Because you're a wonky admiral.
I like to laugh and have fun.
Also, they're rude in the mitigation. So I mean, what's the point? Hello, please tell me the reason for that ban.
I want to see mod view. Why can't I see mod view and take part in this?
I'm speaking. Silence in court. Hello, please tell me the reason for that ban. Literally the most contradicting people on the platform. Hello, please tell me the reason for that ban. You clearly need to go back onto the radio. Oh, sick burn. Get past me the Savlon. Actually, you shouldn't put cream on a burn.
You're supposed to put the cling film on there.
Well, depends.
I wouldn't. How do I make this work to my advantage? Who are we looking at?
Pepper Boy. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Here we go. I can't see above.
What did you do in the Navy? You ignore me.
Your mic's
24/7.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
See it all.
I got it now.
Oh.
So he comes in with.
I can see it.
Do you want to read it then?
No. You like a bit of respect. Oh, sorry.
Your mic comes in with your mics don't even pick up your voice properly. Defo bought that hat off eBay, bro. Did actually. Did the Navy let you paint your nails? What did you do in the Navy?
Oh, ban this guy because he was just being too demanding.
Yeah, you ignore me 24/7. Jesus. And then it's a PvE, Battle Royale, blah, blah, blah. You time me out for asking you what you did in the Navy? No, it was for going on in the chat.
I banned him.
Wow.
I blocked him just then. I steamed in. I got so angry then. I just clicked stay banned. Well, you might as well have this. No. Could I have a go?
Yes.
Piece of trash.
Now, Vamo5 playing the innocent when actually it was homophobic. Here we go. Mandula. How long has he worn nail varnish? Just wondering if it was something he did while he was in the Navy and how it went down with other sailors.
Homophobia? No.
Yeah.
My glasses
and
are
he
wonky.
reckons it was for asking a question. Okay, haha. Yeah, clearly not bothered about it, but launched an unban request. Off you pop, sweet pea. There we go. Another denied decision. Gosh, honestly, this is hilarious. The mitigation is as follows.
This is a great one.
Allow a bit of debate rather than just insta-ban someone.
That's the apology.
Let's see how they launched the debate.
They've done one message.
You two are unbearable. You two are unbearable.
Allow a bit of debate.
I was just being helpful. I thought if you can't bear us, then banned. Oh, here we go. More.
Hang on.
Okay, this is another one, feigning innocence. He's mad, LOL, that face. She is top, he is bottom. Is he a drag queen? Is he married to a man? Got banned. Why ban me, please? I was just asking if he's married to a man. I'm not against homosexuality. You were suggesting I was topping him, and then you were asking whether he was a drag queen.
Just
and then
turn
you were
a little
asking
bit
if
of
he
nail
was gay.
varnish on.
Honestly, paint your nails, boys. It's so freeing.
It's so much fun, man.
Whatever you're repressing, you don't have to live like that. I feel for you, man, but you're still banned.
What a dick.
So much fun.
Who's it? Who is it? What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. Glasses, they're a bit wonky.
He is in a K-pop band. That's why he paints his nails, Pepper Boy. Oh, this is someone who was having a little chat with the rest of our friends that got banned. Probably paints his toenails. If these two have children, they definitely running away at 16. MF thinks
they
he's
run away earlier.
Little pump with the nail varnish. Do you mean pimp? Anyway, I banned him. WTF? Why ban me? Because you're a little prick. Off you pop. Banned. This is so easy. Oh. This is interesting.
How deep is your mouth?
This is someone who has been following us for ages and we have spoken to.
Have we?
Yeah.
Who have we how?
Frida. Being sarcastic. Didn't come across as sarcasm, Frida. And also, we were in a bit of a deluge of homophobia at that point, so...
I don't get the
we
sarcasm.
got caught in the crossfire.
Oh, okay. I just be careful. Welcome back.
Okay, unban.
We're going to be, by the way, we're going to be painting my nails live on the stream this evening.
If you don't unban me, then you're gay.
Just delete.
Deny.
Where's the
another one? This is just all people being pricks and spamming the chat. So I'm not even gonna. It's easy. Julie is fit. Hi, I wasn't myself before. Oh, this guy. No, I don't think so.
Joe Bowers.
No.
Joe.
I don't think so.
Joe. We have given you so many opportunities. So many opportunities. Welcome to watch the show. I don't want to face your... You're welcome to call in 0203 286 6370. We can talk about it.
This is one of these things that's never going to work. You know when we have some people and we say to them, probably best you don't give us a call anymore. It's not because, of debate or anything like that. It's because when people go away feeling angry or sad after talking to us, then that's not what we're about. And this isn't a show for you.
I think that what's going on for you is too heavy for us, and I don't really want any part of it. But you're welcome to. Now, someone's just asked us to call them, so let's see. We could be calling a local curry house. Let's see. Julie, I'm ringing you like you asked me to.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number.
Someone came. Sometimes it's the name that sort of sets our spidey senses tingling, and sometimes the name is the start of a joke. This person called themselves Paul Gadd and asked if we wanted to join their gang, and said they were the leader of the gang.
The thing they've said is quite funny.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, could you give me a call back? I got not much credit.
Literally just called you.
Yeah, but it's 0121
No. I see what you're doing. You're trying to do a prank. I've called you. You can talk to me now, or you can fuck off. Which is it going to be? Which would you like it to be? You talk to me now, or
Oh, fuck off.
You fuck off.
No, you fuck off.
No, you fuck off.
No, you fuck off.
No. You and your mum fuck off.
He fucked off. So Paul Gadd, no, I don't think so.
What do Eskimos do before they have sex?
Sorry?
Oh.
What do Eskimos do before they have sex?
I don't know. We don't really say Eskimos anymore because we say Inuit because Eskimo is, I think, I may have got this wrong. It's like an old-fashioned word that kind of it means less than or sort of subhuman or something. So we don't really say Eskimos.
Okay, what would the Inuits do before they have sex?
I don't know. They probably ask if they want to have sex, kiss. Turn the telly off. Turn the telly off. Take each other's clothes off, foreplay, all kinds of stuff like that. Maybe oral. I don't really know.
Why are you thinking about that?
Don't really know.
Funky boy.
Oh.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07.
The mitigation. Come on. A comedy show is supposed to tolerate sarcastic comments. We
No.
don't have to do anything. You're not the boss of us.
No. Why are my glasses wonky? Do your glasses go wonky sometimes?
Yeah.
They don't sit flat on the table. That one comes up. Why is that?
Did they mess with the arms in the opticians?
Yeah.
They might not be level.
Well, they're not. Are they not meant to be?
Depends where your ears are level.
Well, my ears are here, but look, they look. Does that look wonky to you?
A smidgen, yeah. Just hold your head. Hold your head like that.
Hold your head up, moving on. Hello.
Hello.
Jesus, this isn't gonna last long. Yeah.
Hello, are you there?
No.
We're out, I'm afraid.
Are you horny?
No. Not since I heard your voice.
All of a sudden, my ovaries have shriveled.
Yeah, my penis has retracted.
Into my arse.
How can something retract? How can my penis retract into your arse?
Well,
I don't know. You said it did.
No, I didn't.
have a Google and find a diagram, my sweet. You're obviously a little bit misguided. Funky boy.
Funky
Got
boy.
banned for saying, I thought your family disowned you for being gay. I remember them from last Friday. We lifted the ban. Then they're back.
I'm not gay. Hello.
Hello, it's me, Alan Carr.
Yeah.
I think I need to give that little boy that went last caller a bit of lessons in biology.
Okay, you can do that. Jesus Christ. Hang on, we've got a message here. Right, I'm going to call this person. Oh, God. Last night's show was so great. I knew this one would be... Hello?
Hello, you alright?
Yay! How you doing, man?
How are you? Hang on.
Good, thank you. We're going through Judge Boyle, but how may we help you this evening?
I just thought I'd give you a call, see how things are. I've not spoken to you in a few months.
Things were all right. We had a great show last night. We had 5,000 viewers. We had a load of calls. Tonight it seems to be dominated by Coldplay fans, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, I thought you said we're not going to speak about them, but they are quite terrible, aren't they, really?
Quite
terrible.
Terrible is exactly what they are. They just we tried to think of earlier on before we started the show. We tried to think of what would be the dullest bill ever, and we came up with the Lighthouse family supporting Sade. But maybe we can do a whole festival of dull.
I've got the name for it. Flaccid House.
Flaccid House. Coldplay would be the headliners on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So
what about Razorlight? They've got to be up there.
Oh,
Bloody Dancing in the Moonlight.
Well, no,
Top loader.
Razorlight. I bought one of thetheir albums when I split up with a girlfriend of Tessa. 13 years. Was it 13 years? 8 years? I can't remember. When I split up with her, I thought I'm going to buy some new stuff. And I did like the song America.
Okay.
It's their only song, really, isn't it?
Yeah. The rest of it was awful. His name was Johnny Burrell or something, wasn't it?
Well, he left the Libertines to form that, which I think is probably the worst career move you could possibly ever do, really.
I didn't know that. Well, I bought that album. It was terrible. I also bought Franz Ferdinand, who were brilliant. I like them a lot. But yeah, they were lousy.
Didn't Franz Ferdinand just rip off? Isn't their main song like a rip off of something else? Isn't it? Just
probably.
Like
I like it. It's a good rip off. But then didn't Burrell do a solo record?
He did, and it was remarkably bad. I think.
Yeah, it was limper than Razorlight.
So I read something. I think it was in Joe or something that he did like a tour for his solo album, and only 6 people went to one of his gigs.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Well, Razorlight will be on at 3 o'clock on the Saturday afternoon, and Johnny Burrell will be on like a little.
They'll be on
stage.
the NME stage.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But we're good, James. How is life for you?
Yeah, it's all right. I've got some more freelance work this year, which is good.
Yes, man. Well done. Well done.
Because I thought last time, after I got made redundant, that it wasn't going to be great. But yeah, things are looking up, which is decent. So actually, I thought you'd be interested. I wrote a good piece for someone that came out a couple of months back, basically slagging off Talk Sport, because their business model is essentially the same as Talk Radio's, but for sport. So they basically have agendas against certain people, and then just go after them with lies and misinformation. And it's kind of the same thing that Talk Radio do, really, but in a sporting context.
I didn't know that. I've never really listened to Talk Sport.
I mean, their callers, are the same people that used to phone you up by mistake, so they're not exactly smart people, are they?
I want to talk about Tottenham. All right. Sure, whatever. It's a shame that seems to be the model at the moment. But like I said, we had 5,000 viewers last night, James, and we made it. Get how much? We made $136 last night.
Wow.
Split between us. That's a lot of money before tax. That's a lot of money. It's not. I'm joking, but we had a lot of people watching. So I am happy that there is an audience for celebration, for love, for light.
So have you seen people on Bezic at the minute to try and phone up and talk about football? He just doesn't have it at all. It's brilliant.
There was a guy who got very cross about it. Was it yesterday, day before?
Day before. James, I'm gonna hang up on you. I'm gonna play you a Bezic call. It's lovely to see you. And I'm really glad you've got some work. That's brilliant news. Best of luck for the future. Stay in touch. Thank you. It reminded me, I wanted to play a little bit of Alan Bezic from last night. It's at 1 hour and 19 minutes because I looked at it. So BBC schedules.
Can I fit in a quick ban?
Yeah, go on, fit in a quick ban. Of course you can. Of course you can.
But I'm just feeling twitchy.
I like it. Because we Funky Boy, we started.
Funky Boy got banned last week and came back. We lifted the ban on Friday. Right. Now, I always get very, very twitchy in the old eye when you see the same name come back the following week. No.
People
don't come back from that.
No.
So the ban was lifted, and then it turned into look at Ian's little face. Who is this guy? Katherine got a bit of sex appeal going on lately. Love it.
Lately?
And then, out of nowhere, I don't know why any business would want to associate themselves with this show. Banned. And the mitigation was, come on, a comedy show is supposed to tolerate sarcastic comments. Well, first of all, I don't think we need lectures on comedy from this guy. But also, no, we'll decide what we let go on this show and what's allowed in the chat. And the fact you've come back within a week suggests to me this is not the show for you, or certainly it's not the show that you should be commenting on in the chat. So,
goodbye. Now, I don't remember what this call is. I just remember listening to it earlier before I fell asleep.
Is this? And the scientists, the ones we've consulted, quite high, frighteningly respiratory condition, is this. And they did it.
I know, isn't it?
And they were losing them. They were dropping like flies. And so, thing on... and they got back. God, we shouldn't be treating it.
And that they had else
only discovered in the last couple of months were. But for some, the number of it's something you hate. Now imagine.
And I can't, you know, there's no, I haven't.
But because if you find out is wasting money.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Cannot believe, of course, all they allowed it to, you know,
17 years.
On the iPad allows them to do.
That's true.
Good to talk to you, Pauline. Have a good night. How do Ahmed?
Hello, Alan. How are you? Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, fine. A couple of questions, Alan. This coronavirus, when it came to England in
what you going to say?
Where installed over 50,000 one bed. So I'm saying to you, you know, like,
there's a new one, and we still don't know. So,
yeah.
So you end up having to make
decisions by all these gentlemen who were stewards.
Where is it?
My money back? No, because I'm not going to be here in 25 years.
We actually got ours back quicker than we expected.
recreational leisure purposes.
Who's from Portishead in North Somerset.
Things do. That he did. We don't know that he did drive. He means.
Yeah.
Single and living on your own.
Providing her, and COVID is a very good.
I'll prick my ears up at that
I've
because
factored-
that seems
I've factored
to
in a
be
couple of minutes
my
before.
experience that at a time when we should be discussing more about.
Yeah.
I said my understanding of it is, Alan, that
Ring the lady.
A friend of mine about, over Christmas and not being able to see his relatives.
Office. That's the only way you can get rid.
Who's from Portishead.
I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Sorry, I don't remember what it was. So there we go. We're done. 0203 286 6370. Let's.
This is an interesting one. This guy is not banned. Got unbanned ages ago.
I'm on Pussy Patrol.
Well, he got banned ages ago by banned in Iain Lee by sit stands.
In 2018.
Yeah, and then
What
that was
the
ages
heck?
ago. Look.
What the heck?
And I mean, to be honest, since then they've said some off-colour things.
Can we ban them now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
I want to be good in my heart. Okay, ban them.
Yeah. It's that's a little odd, that one.
My mother would have loved this game and being alive.
The unavailable.
That's Nigel from Maidstone. I'm just trying to call back. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call.
Do you remember this one?
I think it was just quite annoying playing games. Oh, no, hang on. This is David Babcock.
Is it?
This is David Babcock, ladies and gentlemen. This is David Babcock, a.k.a. Alex, who was a contributor to the show, and I considered a friend, and we fell out. He fell out. How I remember it is I feel that I was slighted, and I feel that some mean things were said about me that were unnecessary, and I think entitlement, things were expected that actually should not have been expected. That's how I remember it, and I remember discussing it with you, Katherine, and we kind of felt that. I believe that he misinterpreted some things I said, and maybe I did say some mean things as well. So, stays banned. No. I would like to read this.
The way things ended still makes me feel upset, so I'd like to heal the wounds. That sounds like that's the first time tonight, and in fact for probably quite a while, that I've seen something in the unbanned request that sounds anything like someone trying to sort things out.
I would like that very, very much. I would like that very, very much. I always thought that Alex was a real... Look, my breath getting short because I'm uncomfortable. I always thought Alex was a talent. I always liked him. We supported him. And I think that it was a strange fallout given that he gets the show and the both of you. But you don't know... But here's the thing. All of you stay the fuck out of this. Right? All of you stay the hell out of it. Alex, yes. Come back in. But we take it slowly. And I certainly will not be... it would be inappropriate for me to be... Shut up, Pete. It would be inappropriate for me to be as involved as I think I was. I'm speaking for myself. I cannot speak for this young lady here. It would be inappropriate for me to be as involved as perhaps I was in the past. And I am sorry. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry for her because there's always a qualification.
Sorry, it happened.
I'm sorry.
All right, unbanned. It was never Mike Worrell.
Who's Mike Worrell? That was nice. That's that. And Josh Dickey just subscribed, and we lost 200 viewers.
Unbanned.
200 viewers.
Crisp account created the 30th of December 2020.
That was actual magic. What about Carrick? He can fuck off.
I think probably banned the very same day. I think this is a best of. If this is the best of, the sidekick doesn't add much here. Banned by Gatford. The mitigation, I'm wealthy.
How dare you be so rude about me? I add loads to this show, Catherine.
There's no need, is there?
I add loads.
There's no need for any of that. Just don't be a dick in the chat. It's very simple. And we also don't want your opinion. If you don't like it, move on. Why would you need to tell anyone?
Yes.
I just want to say I'm really enjoying the show tonight, guys.
Hey, nice one. Thank you very much.
And also, I just want to say, just when you were speaking to the guy in Skype earlier.
We're going to block you.
No. I was going to say Razorlight are a fantastic band, and they're probably my third favourite band of all time. My third favourite.
Who is your second favourite?
U2.
Yeah, and your first?
Coldplay.
Get to fuck. You turns out you were right. I didn't think it was that guy. I knew it was that guy. I was doing a joke. Of course it was that guy. It was building up the suspense. So when Barry calls in, I'm like, but who is this?
Someone who apparently was drunk and is now sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Hi. BLM, let them riot.
A racist. No racists. No racists.
I've been drunk and I don't think it's ever made me a racist or a homophobe or a dick in
Hello.
Yeah, it's Iain.
I'm not going to talk to anyone who doesn't address both of the hosts of this show.
Or talk in their normal voice.
Yeah, it's Iain, and that.
You know, I found it. You know, people say that Black Lives Matter is a Marxist organisation. Do you know where that? I know where that comes from. I did some research. It was started, I believe, by 3 people, and one of them is on record, and it is believed that another one also said, but one of them is on record as saying, "I'm a Marxist," right? And so that is where the thing that it is, and apparently a second one may have said it, but I think the evidence is slightly flimsier. But it's on record that one of them said, "I'm a Marxist." And so that is where the whole thing that Black Lives Matter is a Marxist organisation comes from. Now, they may, you know, if 2/3 of the organisers are Marxist, the originators, the developers are Marxist, well, that may imply when it was a 3-people group, it may have had Marxist leanings. But of course, it's now millions of people.
It's a movement.
Big. It's a movement. And so the people, and I didn't really know this, and it always kind of left me confused. I didn't even really know what a Marxist was. It's, I believe, a really, really extreme socialism. I believe. It sounded quite cool when I read about it. Maybe I'm a Marxist. I don't know. But it would always get me. It was always the thing that people like John Gaunt and all these idiots would say, it's a Marxist organisation. I thought, okay, well, I don't know. I'm saying it isn't, but I don't know, so I'm going to research it. And I read this really, obviously, I read this really good thing that's saying, well, this is where it comes from. But it's never taken into account that it was never, they didn't say, the 3 organisers never said BLM we are a Marxist group. One of them on the record said, I'm a Marxist. And then it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew till most of the people who associate themselves with Black Lives Matter would certainly not consider themselves Marxists. So it's not a Marxist organisation. So the people that say it is a Marxist organisation are lazy as F, man. Lazy as F.
The thing is, though, it suits certain people to make BLM sinister because then it takes the heat off all the shitty things they've done.
Yep. Let's crack on. How many more of these bloody things have we got? I should play some ads. Let me play some adverts. Please subscribe. If you're new here, drop us a follow, but please subscribe. And I've buggered this up. And you won't see the ads that I am about to play. There we go.
Okay. Bathar_1. Hey, I just clicked on the stream. What's it about? Thank you, Pensari friends. Hey, I just clicked on this stream. What's it about?
I could come.
Your wife is banging, smoochy face, heart face, Who agrees? Ban straight away.
I could come.
I'm sorry I complimented your wife, but she's a MILF. Are you going to tell him more?
Well, first of all, I'm not married, and secondly, you don't know who I was married to, so no.
That's creepy. What are you doing, standing outside her door?
Sarah Blue says, Ian's hat is directly responsible for me currently cooking a late fish finger sandwich. I don't want to get too heavily into the BLM thing, but someone says, is the defund the police bit a myth? I don't know if that comes from Black Lives Matter. No, defund the police is a thing. I don't know if it comes from Black Lives Matter, but defund the police doesn't mean what you think it means.
No.
I'm not really,
It means redistribute the money that you would spend.
It means, instead
prosecuting people.
Instead of giving, it's not quite
better social action.
It's like where it's instead of paying the police to do social, this is how I've heard it explained. Instead of paying the police to do social things, take that money away from them and give that to local charities or organisations that know the community.
Yep.
That's what I think it means.
It just means.
But I'm not totally swayed by the defund the police. I think it's definitely an interesting thing, but I have not made up my mind on that. But again, the defund the police doesn't mean what the paper has told you it means.
No, here's the thing, Mythmaker77, this is how I understand it as well. Defund the police is more complex than just defund the police. It's not like, and let us run lawless. It's more like stop the police getting so much military-style equipment and divert the money to social programs that stop the crimes in the first place.
I don't know about the military-style equipment.
In America, it's about, disarming.
Yeah, military-style equipment, I find that a little bit thing. Hey, let's just keep off this, guys. We're supposed to be having fun.
So Jay Samra. Can I make a suggestion? Can we please abolish the time we dedicate to people who are requesting unbans?
Oh, banned. Who banned them?
You
Me.
did.
Yes, mate.
Call me a hypocrite if you want. I only made that comment to support you. Did you or Ian? Assumption that I banned them. Feel offended by what I wrote. I'm confused as to how my suggestion has offended you. Please reevaluate.
So can we please abolish the time we dedicate to people who are requesting unbans? But then
you want to take up our time.
He's written the longest unban request. Unban, and everyone remember Jay Samra 1, because we're gonna have fun with this guy. We're gonna keep banning this guy and unbanning. All right, okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Shh, don't tell him. How many more of these have we got?
I don't know.
Maybe we need a break because I'm feeling a little bit flat.
Yeah, okay.
I'm feeling a little bit flat around these. Hello?
Hello, is this a Shanghai Dragon takeaway?
Fuck off. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone
Why do they always
number.
do northern voices?
I don't know.
Is that like the classic comedy voice? Is that supposed to add to it? Just makes you sound like a dickhead.
Okay. Okie dokie. What should we do? I want to break from that. Let's do our sponsors.
I've had enough.
Huh?
I'm willing to leave it for a night.
What's wrong?
We're like saturated in negativity, and I'm done.
Okay, we're going to say, let me do our sponsors, and then we're out of here. 34sp.com. You can get a domain. Have I said anything to offend you?
No.
That goes with that, by the way.
Oh yeah, nothing happens by accident.
34sp.com. You can get a domain, a .co.uk. It is dragging a bit, to be fair.
Oh.
Banned.
Don't let us stop you.
Get out. 34sp.com. You can get a .co. I was going to say a Dakota. You can't get no Dakotas from these. You can get a .co.uk from 34sp.com for £1. £1. English pounds. It's a really good company. It's an ethical company. They treat their team brilliantly. If anyone calls before the end of the show, I'll take it. They treat their team and their work colleagues, the staff, absolutely brilliantly. Really ethical company.
They don't need prompting by the government to do the right thing.
What do you want, Mikey?
I just want to say thank you very much, and I just wish that we could do this on the radio properly again, because it's massively missed.
I would like to do this. Last night's show was the first time in years I've wanted to be on the radio, and
I missed it. I missed it. What did you do last night?
We just had a load of knob ends phoning in, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious. It's up. It is up. You can see it, but it's up as a highlight because we had to take one tiny bit out where I made a technical faux pas. Excuse me.
Okay.
It's up as a highlight, and it is great.
I'm going to watch it, but thank you guys. You've really, really cheered me up tonight. I just wish that we could do this on the radio properly again. It's quite boring nowadays. It's just this is. So.
You're a good sport, and we thank you for taking part. So thank you 34sp.com. Maybe we bought latenighalternative.com from them.
Yeah.
Before the sale was on. I wish they told us about the bloody sale. Maybe we'll build that website at some point. Richard Gregorian, what a man. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man. He is a good man, and he's a friend of us, and he's a friend of the show. And if you're getting divorced, it sucks. Oh, I heard an advert. They do an advert on LBC for another solicitors, and it's aimed at dads.
I've seen that.
And I just got the punch. Look, I just got the tagline today. It's all about if you're a father and you're facing divorce, these can be tough times. Come to this company and we'll make sure you get the best for you and your children. And the tagline is Smith's Lawyers, a partner you can rely on. I must have heard that a million times. And today I just went, oh my God, it's slagging off their wives. Richard won't do that. Won't slag off your partner, your ex. It's not what it's about. Au contraire, he tries to kind of broach some form of
conciliation.
Thank you. Not trying to get you back together, but just trying to smooth things down a little bit. Just trying to smooth things down a little bit to make it easier. Divorce is quicker, easier, and cheaper if you're at the very least talking. And he does his best to facilitate that. Nick at Poseidon Safety Management, at Poseidon Safe on Twitter. A really nice guy. We had him on the show the other day, and I was going to clip it and post it, and then I was unable to. Yes?
You're right.
I've had sex with a woman.
I have not.
I know, mate.
You don't say.
I can tell.
Maybe if you don't have to have your mate to egg you on, you might have a chance.
His mate was anyway. So that's that. abbycare.co.uk. Drugs is a real serious thing, right? I am a drug addict. My name is Iain, and I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. And I love cocaine more than I love her, more than I love this job, more than I love my kids, right? That's not a joke. That's the truth. And I cannot be anywhere near cocaine or alcohol. I can be around alcohol a bit. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is drug addiction is real, right? And it kills people. I know people that have died from it either because they've overdosed or because they've killed themselves because they could not stop using. I got clean in the rooms the first 2 times round, and this time I'm doing a similar thing. But I did go to Abbey Care in Gloucester for a few days and did some work there, and it's a really, really good place. I would not recommend it if I did not think it was any good, if I didn't think the team was spot on, if I didn't think, if I thought it was shit, I wouldn't say Abbey Care is great, and I thoroughly recommend it. And Stuart and all the team there are superb. I feel like I've missed one, but I haven't. 34SP. We are done for the evening when one of us doesn't feel like doing it.
No, I meant just the judging.
Oh, I thought you meant the show.
No, the judging.
Oh, fucking hell.
What are you talking about?
I thought you meant well, you said you were... She said she was done, right? Everyone else heard that as I'm done.
No, I just meant with that.
Everyone else heard it.
You didn't think I meant that, did you?
Everyone else heard it as she was done. Deek, I will happily talk to you about the 12 steps.
I'm just tired of wading through dickheads. I just thought we could leave it for another week.
Everyone! I will take calls on the 12 steps. Of course I will. Let's just take... All right, 0203 286. Oh, carry on, please. Here we go. Yep. What do you want? Anyone?
Hello.
Alistair, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Right, so I've put together the best ever lineup for
Okay.
a festival.
Yes, sir.
So all the greats, you know, Genesis, Pink Floyd, Simple Minds, Neil Young, Nirvana.
He's going in there heavy. I don't think you could call Nirvana boring.
Well,
oh, you're not. This is your. We're not doing a festival of. We're not doing Alistair Fest. We talked about doing a festival of dull bands.
No, but this is the best bands.
Oh, well, that's for another night.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. 0203 286 6370. Suddenly there's a renewed vigour. I'm so hot, but I don't think the heating's on. I haven't got my phone. It's charging.
I'm sorry you thought I was bailing. No, not at all. It was, just one after the other of people who just being dicks in the chat.
I think maybe we limit that to like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it feels like a bit of a slog.
Or, here's my suggestion. I look at them beforehand. I get rid of the obvious ones.
Do it.
And then we keep the ones that are interesting. Because most of these are not interesting. Most of these are just people being pricks.
Do it. Right, in that case, do you want to watch a bit of Tomorrow's World?
Yes.
I was thinking about Tomorrow's World today. It's the Savage Bees. And you can still call. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. I've got Skype open. If I miss your call, what's going on here? Why can't I drag? Uh-oh. We might be about to crash. The computer might be about... Nope, I got it back. I got it back. It was just doing something a little bit cheeky. 0203 286 6370. It's my home phone number. Please, please, please don't abuse it. I just was thinking about Tomorrow's World. I remember when I did that Eddie Large gig, someone gave me some discs of Tomorrow's World that they nicked, they burnt from the BBC, and I never got round to watching it. Tomorrow's World.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's
silly boys.
It's a racist. It's a racist who thinks it's funny to joke about the Ku Klux Klan and to call women slags. We don't need that. We don't need that. Let's go. Tomorrow's World, 9th of December, 1982. Judith Hahn, Peter McCann, Maggie Philbin and Kieran Prenderville. Classic lineup. My mum did not like Judith Hahn because she didn't wear a bra. Isn't it funny what mums don't? 0203 286 6370. People that your mum didn't like and the reasons why.
Kim Tate, she said she looked mucky.
Oh, yeah, that's why I liked her. Hello, caller.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Iain and Kath. Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm really nervous about this. I've been wanting
you just spoke to us in the chat, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Go on. What do you want to know about the 12 steps?
Pete Cameron 69. I am currently going with addiction services.
Yeah.
And basically, I go once a month, but I haven't been since March or something like that. And it's been like telephone consultations, which I've had only one of them as well.
Oh, okay.
Now, I've managed to keep myself away from illicit drugs for, God, it must be about a year.
Well done. That's brilliant.
But I'm on 65 mils of methadone.
Okay.
And I want to come down from it.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of addiction services, it seems to be here, is as long as they're giving you your script, they're happy. See you later till the next person comes in. You never ever get any counselling. They never speak to me.
I can tell you why.
Going on, about how I feel.
I can tell you why.
Anything like that. Yeah.
I can tell you why. They haven't got no money. And it's horrible that that's what it comes down to, but they ain't got no money. And keeping people on a script is, it does so many different things. It's a really easy way of keeping people off of illegal drugs. So you're not breaking the law by going and scoring heroin. So that's one kind of thing done.
Yeah,
it means they've got an eye on you. But you're right, it doesn't really solve anything. Have you spoken to them about wanting to come to cut down the dosage?
Yes, I have. Yes, actually just got down last month for the first time in it must be 10 months.
And was that with them?
That was me asking them for it to be reduced.
Right.
Now, I should have been reduced because I asked them months before, even before that, and due to one doctor not passing message on to another doctor, it never ever happened. So I should have really been dropped down even more than what I already am. Eh?
Okay.
And I'm just wondering, I hear you speaking about 12 steps and an awful lot.
Yeah.
Is there 12 steps available in Scotland?
Are there 12 steps in Scotland?
Yes.
Shit, man, there are loads of them. There are
there?
loads of them. I've been to meetings in Scotland.
Now, I think I'm in kind of the same mind as you, as I don't really believe in God as such. I sort of believe in the same type of things as you talk about.
Yep.
So there's a few things that scare the hell out of me, and
Go
one of them is admitting about the amount of money that I've spent in my life and apologising to everybody.
The apologising one was the one that put me off. I heard there was a thing you had to do where you had to go and say sorry to everyone you were an arsehole to. It's not actually that. There are it's steps 8 and 9. We made a list of people that we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them. That's 8. We became willing to say sorry to them. That's not saying sorry to them. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm willing to say sorry. 9, we made amends to such people where it was safe, except when to do so would cause harm to them or to ourselves. I'm phrasing that slightly wrong. So you only, you don't, for example, if I, and I wasn't, but if I had had a partner that I was physically abusive to when I was a drug addict, it is very, very likely that I would not go back and apologise to them, depending on how it was left, because it would be horrible of me to walk in and go, "Hi, you remember when I used to beat you up?" This is a real extreme example, and it's not based on my reality, but I couldn't go back to a partner and say, "Do you remember when I used to beat you up? I was a drug addict. I'm really sorry." Because there is a chance that will probably be more damaging to that person, right? So I wouldn't do that. And a way I could make amends, there's 2 ways, indirect amends. One would be to never do that again. And one might be, off the top of my head, to make a donation to a charity for people in, for people in violent, abusive relationships, something like that. So you only go and apologise if it's safe for them and if it's safe for you. But also, that's like step 8 and 9. There's a reason the steps are structured like that. So by the time you get to, you got to do step 6 and 7 first, man. You've got to admit your defects. You got to get your foot in the door. So don't worry about saying sorry to people, right? That's a long way off. And it's not quite what you think it is, right? And the God thing.
I hope I'm not triggering you off here, by the way.
Ticking me
I hope
off?
I'm not.
No, I'm feeling passionate. We keep what we have by giving it away. I'm loving this because I've been a bit, I've been wobbly recently. I've had a few relapses, and this is great for me to reaffirm to myself that this stuff works. The God stuff, God isn't mentioned until step 3, right? So the first step is we admitted we were powerless over our addiction and that our lives have become unmanageable. Are you powerless over your drugs?
I'm a powerless over my drugs. I can't hear you.
Are you powerless over drugs?
I'm a powerless. Well, I've got myself in such a bad state. I was a dental technician for the last 32 years.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, I lost my wife. I lost the house. I lost the job.
That sounds unmanageable to me.
Now I'm sitting here in my flat. There's nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
And just to make things worse, I crashed my car before Christmas, so I've got.
That to me sounds like powerlessness and unmanageability.
I really need help, and I just don't know where to turn.
Yeah, listen for a second. That sounds to me like powerlessness and unmanageability. I bet when you were a kid, you never, when someone said, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" "Oh, I want my wife to leave me. I want to be homeless. I want to smash my car up." I bet that was never the plan, was it?
No, it's certainly one way to come off for drugs and lose everything, because that's what's happened there.
Right. So step 1.
The new year, I want to try and rebuild my life.
Well, you can do it. You're doing it by making this phone call. Do you accept that you are powerless over drugs, that drugs control you?
Definitely, yes, definitely.
Do you accept that your life has become unmanageable because of drugs?
Well, I've lost everybody that's close to me. Yeah.
You've just done step one, man. That's it. There's a little bit of written work that you could do, but that's basically it. You've just done step one. You've admitted that your life has become unmanageable and you are powerless over drugs. That's it. Don't worry about the God stuff. It's not Jesus. It's not Allah. It's not Buddha.
I understand that.
Do God, write God with a lowercase g. God to me is like a tree. God to me is sunlight shining through leaves. God is my kids laughing. God is the friendship that she gives me. God is sitting in a circle with a load of other addicts listening to their stories. That's what God is for me.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Scotland are you? Don't tell me, just give me the town.
I'm in Fife. Cowdenbeath, Fife. Near Edinburgh.
I know. Well, I know for a fact. I know. My dad's ashes are buried in Fife.
Yes, I think it's your uncle that used to own a nightclub not far from here.
Doogie Rugby.
Yeah, Doug Rugby. I used to go to that way back in the day. Yes.
How many F's has Fife got? There we go. 5. Is Fife? How do you spell Fife?
Fife.
What am I doing? Why have I done that? Look, I'm an idiot. Fife. Right. Okay. Let's have a little look here. Now, the thing is, there probably won't be any physical meetings. I don't know if there are any physical meetings. Here's what you need to do. You got a computer, right?
Well, I've got a smartphone.
Perfect. Perfect.
Because I sold my computer for drugs.
For drugs. Here's what you need to do. You need to go to ukna.org. Just Google Narcotics Anonymous.
UKNA. Google that.
UKNA, right? .org. Go there. You then go to meetings and you look for local UK online meetings, right? And it gives you a list of all the Zoom meetings in your area. And I would suggest, hang on a minute, let me just see if it's going to come up, because there might not be many actually. Hang on. Let's put, there will be. Here we go. Type in Edinburgh, right? There is a meeting on Sunday, on Monday. There are 2 on Tuesday. There's 1 on Wednesday. There's 1 on Thursday. And those are Zoom meetings.
Right.
Let me go. Hang on. Let me. Would you want to go to a meeting tomorrow?
I'm saying to myself, no, it's too close. No, but
yeah, go to a meeting tomorrow. Here's the thing with Zoom: you can duck at any time. There is a meeting tomorrow morning at 10:30. It's in Glasgow.
Oh no, Glasgow's just a bit far from me.
No. You're not getting out of that one. This is on Zoom.
Oh, sorry.
This is on Zoom. Sorry. It's the nearest one I can find, and I think you can do them all around the world. But I think for your first few meetings, I would suggest it's really important to try and do one. Certainly in Scotland, I know Scotland's a huge place, but it's better than going to Hawaii or something, because you never know, and you can say
it's a start.
You're in the chat, right? What's your name in the chat?
Deek M69.
Sorry?
Deek M69.
Hang on a second, because what I want to do is I want to find you. I can't see him. Can someone make him visible in the chat? Can someone just type his name? Hang on, B. What is it? Say it again.
D for Delta.
There it is.
I got it. Deek M69. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whisper to you this page of these meetings that I've found. Right.
All right. Oh, that's brilliant.
So do you know how to receive whispers on?
No,
on
I
Twitch.
did find it right down the bottom.
I don't really understand. Listen, I work here and I don't really understand what the bloody hell's going on. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me go to the channel.
I did find the whispers.
Right. Why can't there we go. So I'm going to send you a whisper. So at Deek M69. I gotcha. Here is... Here's the link to the Glasgow online meetings. I'm also going to put it in the chat in case you can't find the whispers. There's the link, right?
I could come. Iain Lee. It's just.
You need to click on that link. That will take you to the list of meetings. And then if you
HTTPS //
don't read all of it because it's long. You just need to click on that.
No, I'm saying, is that the right thing?
That is it. You scroll down to the bottom. Glasgow Woodlands Step into the Day group, Saturday morning, 10:30.
Right. Okay, an excuse to get out. My
Go
bed is
you don't get out. It's on Zoom.
No, I'm saying I'll get me an excuse to get out of my bed and get up in the morning and do something.
Do it. Go in there and say to people, it'll be really nice people. Saturday morning meetings are lovely. Say, this is my first meeting. This is where I am. Doesn't matter that you're on methadone because I've been to loads of meetings where people are trying to cut down on that. Go and see how it goes, and then maybe give us a call back next week and let us know.
I will do. That's brilliant.
You're in a slightly different position to me, in that the drug I was on, I could stop immediately. I would not recommend you stopping immediately. That could be quite dangerous for you.
No.
You need to do it with collaboration with your team. But also, if you say to your drug workers, I've started going to NA, they might look at you slightly differently and think, oh, shit, maybe he's serious this time.
Yeah. Well, she was supposed to phone me on the beginning of the week. She was supposed to phone me. She had an appointment at 2 o'clock, and she never did phone. She never did ring me. Yeah.
Well, they're busy. They've got no money. Coronavirus is making everything really difficult. But now is a great time for you to start taking a little bit more responsibility.
I mean, she's really, really nice. She's really good. But when I go on and start speaking to her, the next thing we could be speaking about the price of cheese.
Yeah. Now is a great time.
She's not actually dealing with my problem. I don't feel.
Now you can start dealing with your problem. Go to this meeting tomorrow morning, please. Is my suggestion.
That's it. 10:30, isn't it?
10:30 tomorrow morning. You just click on the link. You don't even have to say anything if you don't want, right? Don't have to give your real name if you don't want. But I'm going to almost guarantee you, you're going to hear stuff in there that you thought only you had ever done or thought. You're going to hear other people sharing stuff and you're going to go, shit, I thought I was the only person that thought that. I guarantee it.
There's loads of times you've said things and I'm like, wow, that's uncanny.
Yeah. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way to Glasgow, I from my knowledge and my experience, there will be, ours is a different drug. There will be people, because I know there was a huge heroin problem in Glasgow. There will be people who have used the same drug as you've used and are possibly even in the same situation that you're in right now.
Yeah.
Go and do it.
All started off with
go and do it.
Stupid raids all those years ago.
Yeah,
I was an old-time raver.
I used to take the pills and just stay at home. I didn't like the raves. Go to the meeting and then give us a call back next week and let us know how it goes.
I'll do that.
All right, man.
I spoke to you. Yeah, that's been great. In fact, thanks for your advice, Iain, as well.
You got it.
So,
see you later. I'm going to hang up now, but lots of love. You can do this. Keep coming back.
I'll keep listening to the show. Thanks
See you
very
later
much.
Ta-ra. There we go. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that's what it's about.
Also, the fact that he'd heard similarities in you. He's going to hear a lot more of that in the meetings.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hello?
Hello?
What? Can't really hear you.
Oh, right. Can you not? Yeah, it's the bass here, like.
I can't be bothered, son. You got to try a little bit harder than that, boy. Got to try harder than that, kid.
I could come.
Oh. Hello? Oh, Okay, they just wanted to see if it worked, and it did. Jamie, thank you for the sub. I think that was the one we just did there. Hello? Oh, okay. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call.
I love that. People see the sort of call my home number thing and they think, okay, let's see
Hello?
if it works.
Yeah, it does. Here's my home number. Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Oh yeah. So I've got an interesting story.
I'll be the judge of that.
Ha ha ha. No, really, I do.
Well, how long is this story? Because I want to watch them tomorrow as well. How long is this story, please?
5 seconds.
Okay.
It's literally going to take 5 seconds of your time. Right. So I've made a boo-boo, and I'm not proud. So I've got a question, right? And I think I've done something stupid. I'm not allowed milk, right? But I've eaten Milky Bar chocolate, and like 'cause I always eat milk. I always have milk all the time, right? And there's Milky Bar chocolate.
Right, what is the question? Are you going to die from having a Milky Bar chocolate? Is that the question?
Yes.
The answer is no, you won't. Okay. If you're worried, go and speak to a doctor. I don't know. Right.
Or your parents. Here's the thing. Why are you ringing? Also, if you've done something like that and you are sincerely worried, talk to your mum and dad.
Yeah, maybe you will. I don't know. I'd be very surprised if you died from a Milky Bar.
Mini milks.
No, the mini milks on the other hand. Yes, I mean that's gonna kill you. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're very, 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 very welcome to. Very, very bloody welcome to. Yes?
Hello.
What do you want?
Ghosts aren't real. That's just the news flash for you today.
Jesus Christ, we got Einstein phoning us up.
Einstein?
Yeah, we got Brain of Britain calling us.
Oh. Why are you saying that? That's not very nice.
You phoned up to say ghosts aren't real.
Yep.
Jesus.
I've got an issue. Like my ex's new boyfriend is insisting that my son believes in ghosts, and he comes to my house. I'm like, don't believe in ghosts, and now he's scared to go to his bedroom by himself because of ghosts.
Can I make a suggestion? Ring him
Yes.
up and tell him that,
What a
rather than
dick.
to people who already know, the science.
Well, maybe your viewers don't know that ghosts aren't real.
Jesus Christ. Yes, Brett?
I don't think your son's real. Either.
War and fucking peace.
Thank you very much indeed. Right. Before we do that,
What a dick.
I want to play you a very funny video I saw.
Are you going to reveal who's saying that?
I'll do that later. Let me do that later. But I want to play you this. This is a funny video, right? Here we go. This is fun. Okay,
The death of one of the most flamboyant and popular figures in rock music, Freddie Mercury, lead singer with Queen. Joining us in the studio now to pay tribute and maybe to reflect on Freddie's memory for the first time are two of the band members, guitarist Brian May and drummer Roger Taylor. And we do appreciate you coming. Yes, mate. Everybody's become instant experts on the life and past of Freddie Mercury, be they in the papers or be they on television. The commentators. Where did they go wrong and where did they go right in their assessments? You first.
Well, I mean, it's been quite distressing to read some of the reports in the press.
Yes, I mean, it would be wrong of us not to say that he has been depicted in certain quarters as a sort of decadent, wild, bisexual, irresponsible lover.
Certainly the Freddie we knew wasn't wildly promiscuous. He wasn't consumed by drugs, any of these things that people are saying. He had a very responsible attitude to everyone that he was close to, and he was a very generous and caring person to all of the people that came through his life. And more than that, you can't ask, really.
I tell you, we do feel absolutely bound to stick up for him, because he can't stick up for himself anymore. So, you know.
I think you can't defend anybody in the context of having Paul Daniels sitting next to you.
Were you a fan of Queen and of Freddie Mercury?
Well, no, because I wasn't a fan of any music. I just did put my head down, I should imagine, like you did into music. I put my head down into magic.
What a dick!
And can I...
What a dick!
It's a great clip, isn't it?
What a dick!
So that's where that comes from, okay?
I was thinking Brian May. But
yeah.
obviously not.
Yeah.
I was close, but not close enough.
Isn't it?
But also the ham-fisted way they're interviewing two people about their friend who's
Yeah.
just died of a horrific illness.
Savage bees. We missed a couple of calls. Oh, we missed. Oh, Jesus.
It's that technique of some people might say geezer and then going into a...
You say it. You have the balls to say it. You have the balls. That's what you're saying. You say it. Speaking of balls. Now we're getting the numbers up. The vibe is strong here. Strong vibe, strong hair from both of us. Oh, Jesus, this is Nigel.
Nigel. Has Nigel rung us and walked away from the phone?
Yes. The arrogance.
It's ringing, though. That's new. That's progress of sorts.
Who's this? What do you want? Yes? Hello? What is wrong with everyone? Jeez.
Oh, dear.
Answer the phone.
Mookie's saying Freddie was Freddie, don't whitewash the man. No, but also don't insult him to his friends when they've just lost him.
Yeah, just yes.
Also, don't tell his friends what he was like through the eyes of someone who didn't know him.
What do you want?
Please hold.
Man.
0203 286 6370. It's my home phone number. Treat it with a little bit of respect. Please.
Anyway. Where is Nigel?
Yeah, he'll be knocking one out. 1982. Do you think that's far enough back? Stop withholding your number, you bell cheese. Gemma,
please hold.
All right, let's hold. Let's see what happens.
We get put through to a takeaway or a hotel.
Yep, that's it. Here we go.
And now look at the latest technological trends in tomorrow's world.
No, you know that's a real globe. That's a physical thing, and that's a background like a diorama.
Look what it's doing because of the green
Oh! Look at that!
screen. Yeah.
What? Hang on. Well, what would that? Where would that? What is that on?
You've got the background behind it.
Yeah, no, but I don't know what that is. So that's coming. That's not that. That'll be that. So if I got, I don't want to remove that.
Oh, yeah, a little gurgle there. Apologies to everyone. Cavino, what a delightful question. Can you go and ask someone else, please? Also,
I couldn't peg her. I don't think you know how pegging works, dude.
No, I think they're just doing it to be shocking.
Okay. You know,
It'll
so
take
that's
a little bit more than that to shock us.
So that's a physical ball.
I could come.
I think. Let's have a look. Hang on a minute. Yeah. So right. Let's have a. Hang on. Let's go to YouTube. Find out.
Are they, so what? They put a filter on it or something?
BBC Globe logo. How do they do it?
I could come.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. There we go.
I could come.
Oh, someone's made this. Look at home. Something Pete done before. Oh! That's it. Isn't it funny?
It looks crap.
Yeah. It's an original. It's not like an original prototype. Pete, I know what you'll get for Christmas. Hey, Fifi, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. It is crap, isn't it?
So is the background on some sort of cylinder?
You just saw it.
No, but what I mean is, or is it on a roll?
What do you mean?
I'm wondering how far back that box goes. Is the cylinder what's pitching the...
Oh, it'll be that. It's just that.
The globe line.
Yeah. No. They won't be touching.
Okay.
Are you making this
It
more
could propel it.
complicated? No, it doesn't.
Well, why would you want 2 motors when you could just have it resting slightly and pushing along by the
From
with the belt?
1969 through to 95, it demonstrate what the globes actually looked like. The
And
real
sounded
symbols
like.
that were used, and they were the same size and used the same principle of an internally lit globe
With a
reflecting onto a
mirror.
curved mirror.
Okay.
No, I don't. No, No, that is no.
No.
No,
Surely
that's not
not
a mirror. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. All right. Anyway, that's enough of that. So, what's your favourite ident? Jesus, no. We're not. No, it's not curved mirror. I don't believe it. Here we go. Right. Oh, this is peak. It's like the Monkey Magic theme.
Yeah.
I am 9 years old when this went out. 9 years old.
That's 4 or 5.
That's like supposed to be brains. That's the brain, isn't it? Brain canal.
Okay.
A brain? Isn't that a brain? It's not taking withheld numbers. If you want to call in, you're very welcome to, but just don't do a 141. Just call in with your number. It's a brain.
Yeah, you're right. I don't remember this one.
They said June is wearing a bra. Would my mother approve or disapprove?
I'm going to go for disapprove.
I suspect she probably would. She had the vaccine today. I believe. I don't know.
It's not hard to see how exhilarating
Kieran
skydiving
Prenderville.
can be.
Exhilarating.
Especially.
It's exhilarating, is it? Let's find out.
It's not hard to see how exhilarating.
Right, and we're listening to this guy about the future.
Exhilarating.
Skydiving can be. Especially if it's not you who's doing it. Problem is, you've got to jump out of an aeroplane at up to 10,000 feet to appreciate.
I bet he's on the ground.
Wonderful
I bet it's a joke.
Oh.
Oh, he got pushed! Someone murdered Kieran Prenderville.
Of course, you can find a way to do it.
On the ground.
10
I've
feet
d-
off the ground.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yep.
I've taken my boys. It's a bigger one than that. It's like a big sort of metal room. It's made out of the same material as a squash court. And you go in and you can't, when you go into the room, you have to fall forward and then you fly. It's bloody horrible. My kids love it. It's absolutely horrible.
Well, you can always be sure.
So they were right. This prediction is right.
Bang on.
And we saw people practicing their skills.
For a safe landing.
Some of those routines they could do that are incredible. Has he got like a bat?
He's got bat wings.
Wings.
This is the first ever one-man skydiving kit. And to make it work, the effect in there would need to be exactly the same as the effect you'd get if you plummeted down from 10,000 feet. In other words, you'd need a tremendously powerful airflow coming up at you. And this is where it comes from. There are 3 of these 50-horsepower motors, each of them driving a fan. And the air from the fan is driven down a cylinder,
See, this is
which
the
curves
source.
up.
As a 9-year-old, I love this. I probably watch this episode. It's December. It's a few weeks before Christmas. Tomorrow's World is on. What a time to be alive! It's exhilarating.
Into the central column.
The ground airflow is now being forced to a proportionally smaller area.
Right, now watch
That's
this.
like one of them shit trampolines you have in the back garden.
Here we go, right? He's dubbed that voice on.
What?
That voice, a microphone would never work in there and it's a bit out of sync. So he's dubbed that on. So what that means is, at some point, he's gone into an audio booth at the BBC and gone, you'll find that it's really hard to get the right amount of pressure. And so he's had to put that voice on to do it. Watch him, watch.
The ground airflow is now being forced to a proportionally smaller area. That has the effect of accelerating.
It's like, it's like the flashing blade, isn't it?
A microphone wouldn't work in there at all. You just get that. It's out of sync. It is him going like this. It's the flashing blade.
To something like 70 miles an hour. Enough to make you fly.
Yes, fine. Very clever. But what's to stop you flying right out the top? Well, the design prevents that from happening because the column widens out at the top. That diffuses the air and reduces its speed. So when you get that high, the air isn't moving fast enough to support you. And you sink down to fly again.
I could have spread
spread my wings.
Let's go to the studio. Let's get to the studio. He's doing it all like that. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Hey, if you're new here, drop us a follow.
No, I can't talk to you at the moment. Yeah,
car phones!
I'll phone you in a few minutes.
In a Rolls Royce.
Car phones!
That was the epitome of luxury.
Do you remember car phones? Car phone warehouse is still called car phone warehouse, right? Yeah. Because you used to get car phones and it would be like that. Hello, yes. Car phones.
Of course, everybody knows about radio telephones. They go with shiny cars and are used by playboys. There's a big problem, though. They're so scarce, especially in big cities, that you often have to be able to afford the shiny car to get the phone. So why are they so scarce? Well, look at London. In the current system, there's the post office tower and 3 other transmitters like this, sending out and receiving from radio signals from the radio bandwidth dedicated to them at about 100.
Do you remember the rabbit phones? These are mobile phones where you could only use them if there was like a rabbit logo on a building. You quite often see them outside tube stations, and it would say you can make a rabbit call here. It wasn't called rabbit. It was, the logo was a rabbit, and so it was. You could only use it if you were stood by that sign.
Wow!
Isn't that weird?
160 megahertz. So, provided you're somewhere in here, you can pick up signals from one of those 4 transmitters. But there's a limit to the number of subscribers the system can handle. For a start, there just isn't enough bandwidth available to provide each transmitter with more than 23 channels. And that means there are only 92 routes for radio phone calls in the whole of the London area at any one time.
1982 is shit, man! It was shit! I remember rabbit phones. They were called Rabbit. Wait, did the post office used to own the BT Tower? Yeah, of course, it used to be Post Office Tower. I still call it Post Office Tower, I think, because I'm old.
And to prevent the system being continually clogged up, they have to limit the service to only 4,000 subscribers. A new system about to be announced increases that 4,000 by a factor of 6, but without using any more radio bandwidth. The plan is to divide London up into, say, 24 separate areas, each with its own transmitter.
What?
It'll never work.
This is bullshit.
But these transmitters will operate...
Oh, Katherine.
Hello.
New phone, who this?
Hello, Ian.
Hi.
Hello, Katherine. I just got your missed call because I was talking to my brother's wife. I had to ring them up.
Dirty boy.
Hello, Ian.
Hello. Here's the thing. When you phone up, can you say hello to me and to Katherine, please?
I thought I did.
You didn't.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I just think it's polite. I'm gonna be quite strict on this.
Yes. I thought I said hello to Iain and Katherine.
You didn't.
Anyway.
I usually do.
There's a hang on. There's the rabbit phone.
I remember that now. Yeah.
A revolutionary cordless phone system introduced by Hutchison Telecommunications, Rabbit, which relied on the user being in close proximity to a rabbit point for the phone to be usable. Died out quickly, but the stickers can still be spotted in the doors of shops who've forgotten to take them down.
Are you on till 12?
We're on till we fancy it.
Yeah, so I'll put you on in a minute because I just shut the internet down because I rang my brother.
Everyone. He did I know he said a separate hello to Katherine, but he addressed it to me first, and then when Katherine spoke, he addressed it to her. That's what I'm saying, guys. I'm a professional.
Hello, Iain and Katherine.
That's it. That's all we want. That's all we want.
I had the gas safety check people come round earlier to check the meters and the boiler.
Yeah.
In that gas safety check, you have to have the man in the house.
Right.
So I had a man in the house for a change.
Okay. What have you got for us tonight, Nigel?
I'd like to do a song in a minute. I was going to say, I was watching TV, Dolly Parton was on. She had a documentary on about Dolly Parton. Doesn't she look nice for her age?
Yeah, she's bought and paid for that.
She looks amazing, honestly, but I didn't realise she had such a big chest. She's enormous, isn't she?
What song would you like to sing, Nigel?
Right, Nigel's Time is a good one for the people who go on the internet at night, isn't it? Nigel's Time.
Let's do it.
Okay, do you want me to do it now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Have you got calls lined up?
Unfortunately, no. But we're watching Tomorrow's World.
What's tomorrow? So you're on tomorrow night as well?
No, we're watching Tomorrow's World.
Anyway, this song.
Oh, you're watching tomorrow? What? Oh, on the internet? What? In the?
Let's just go for the song, please, Nigel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do it. Tuning in, calling up, talking to the nation, sing a song, melody for your adoration. Late night phone-ins, I'm keeping you awake. It's our time to shine. Up all night, it's entertainment time. It's our time to sing another line. Whoa, it's Nigel's time. Clouds are gone, sun is up on your horizon. Safe at home, back on the phone to my radio station. Late night phone-ins, are you still awake? It's our time to shine. Up all night, it's entertainment time. It's our time to sing another line. Whoa, it's Nigel's time to call and make my point. Time to play and rock this joint. My life's exciting. I'm inviting you to listen for another day. It's our time to shine. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Nigel.
Thanks, Nigel.
Have a great night. Bye-bye. Hello, Brett.
I don't remember it having quite so many movements in it.
Hi, Catherine. The Lion, the Witch, and the fucking Wardrobe.
It's the belter.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call.
At a much higher frequency, 900 megahertz. Now, increasing that frequency does two things. Firstly, it has a much smaller range.
Yes, what do you want?
And
Hiya.
Yes?
Hello. Yes, I just want to apologise for earlier. So I thought I'd, just call up and, if you don't mind, just sing a wee song for you.
Please do. I look forward to it. Thank you. It's very kind of
Okay.
you.
Okay. Here we go. I've got my guitar, so the level's okay.
Yep, levels are great. Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. The lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides out of trying to swim against. Drive me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and please, singing. Come out, things I.
Okay, let's crack on with.
Secondly,
What was that?
the signal
know.
can
I
be
think it's like
contained more easily within the area of the transmitter. So, for example, this blue area here can operate its 23 channels without interfering with calls on the red area down
goes
here.
on quite a bit.
Or
Let's jump forward a bit.
4,000
He's loving it, isn't he?
to 24,000. At the moment, this whole
You're in a
briefcase of
really
equipment
privileged position. We know more than he does, Barry.
Yeah, you absolute bell.
is about as close as you can get to a portable telephone.
Do you want to tell him or shall I? You can get phones in your goddamn watch now, baby.
Mate. Also, suits come in other colours than brown.
But there's yet another advantage to the new cellular system. Smaller, high-frequency transmitters means that you can have...
I mean, it's a cheap laugh, but it's a laugh, isn't it?
Especially because he's such a know-it-all.
I could come.
People are upset. People who've never heard the show before are upset at how we treated Nigel. Unlucky, deal with it.
Smaller telephones. And this latest one is completely self-contained within here. So let's try it out by...
Well, I tell you what I'm surprised at, actually. Because they brought out, you know, the old Nokia phones. They kind of relaunched them
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Dumb phones, didn't they call them?
Yeah. Why don't they bring out a phone that looks like that? I'd have one of those. I'd have one of those for a laugh. That could do phones. If I could get emails on it as well, it'd be great. I'd have one of them.
Also, my handbag is big, right?
Yeah.
Because I fill it with crap. And of course, my
I
handbags
crap in
have
a
got-
handbag.
My handbags have got bigger as everything else has got smaller. So if my phone goes in there,
I could come.
it will take me 20 minutes to find it if I hear it ringing.
Yeah.
One of those bad boys.
Do you not have your phone clipped to your belt?
I was going to say,
with
could
the
clip
leather?
it to my belt or have a Bluetooth.
Come on, Gary. Thanking you.
I could come.
Ringing the States from right here in the middle of the studio. In fact, I'm simply recalling a number which we've pre-programmed into its memory.
He's pressing redial. We know what... I think even in 1982, we didn't. We didn't really have... Trim phones were a novelty then. I don't think we had a redial button.
But this is not like an ordinary cordless phone, which you can only use within a limited range of your own fixed phone. This one will become my personal phone, which I can take...
Oh, yeah, paid for by the bloody licence payer, you prig.
...with me wherever I go. So I won't need to leave one number for my office and another for my home. And eventually I should be able to dial anywhere in the world. At the moment, I'm trying to get through for a meaningful monologue to a certain lady in New York, so fingers crossed, and let's see if we can get through. It's ringing. I hope she's in.
Good afternoon. At the tone, the time will be 2:07.
That's
and
right.
40 seconds.
There we are. The speaking clock running precisely at 5 hours behind us. They never could get it right. And with this little phone...
English exceptionalism there.
Yes, Raymond.
Hello, is that Katherine there?
Yeah.
Hey, you know it is.
Hey,
it really
geezer.
is.
Look at this.
Do you like
Hang
my
on a
phone?
minute. We got a geezer. Look at this. Show the boys and girls at home.
It's Rockefeller.
Look at that, man. Binatone. Love a bit of Binatone. I had a gaming console made by Binatone.
I could come.
It's actually just it's a cordless landline phone in the style of the old retro phone. I don't use it anymore because I don't have a landline anymore.
So you phoned us up to show...
He's just flexing.
He's flexing.
Mm-hmm.
You flexing, Raymond?
Yeah. I just thought you would...
I don't blame you. That's a big beauty.
It's a beauty, that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely.
I bought it and then I realised it wasn't a very good phone and then stopped using it.
Look at that. Show me the top. Look at the Binatone logo, though. That kind of crown. That's beautiful. God, that reminds me of my crappy black and white Binatone TV game thing that I had.
Ping pong,
Raymond, I love it. Thank you for showing off.
No problem. Catch you later.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much
Pens
indeed.
are friends, you're right. Pens are friends in the chat says baller.
Oh, I like that. Okay, this is going to be a fake call. So let's go for it. I'm happy to.
Oh.
Hello?
Hey there, can you hear me? I'm not a fake call, come on. I'm also not a child, I know. I can't hear you.
Okay, well, I can't hear you very well.
Oh, that's, I don't know if I can fix that. I sound like a child, but I'm not, I promise. But I have been told a lot.
Okay.
I'm actually a bit confused. I was listening to your radio for a bit, and then I went out and I came back again. I don't know if I'm supposed to sing, tell you a story.
Yes.
A sad story, a happy story.
All of those things. No, listen, it's a phone. This is my home phone number. Welcome. What's your name, my friend?
I'm Alex for English audiences, since my name is.
What name do you
difficult
like?
to pronounce.
What name do you like to go by? Because if you don't want to be called Alex, I think we can.
Alex is fine. I actually work at customer service, so my name changes depending on the language.
All right, well, Alex.
Science speak.
If that's what you wish to be called, good evening, Alex. This is my home phone. This is my best friend, Katherine.
Hi, Alex.
Hi,
We
Katherine.
don't live together, but we used to do a radio show together. We now do that show on Twitch. You can phone in about.
I am watching you from Twitch. Like, I'm not complete a stranger.
Well, okay. You can call in about anything. There's no real. We have very loose themes that run throughout the week, but you can phone in about anything. What's going
I
on?
wanted to tell you about a phone call I had this morning.
Yeah, go on.
I work for an airline, and it was just a hilarious phone call. They called from somewhere in Italy, and well, they just have a cancelled flight, right? Typical cancelled flight at this time of the life. And they were very angry. They started insulting right away. Very, very angry woman. And then from the background, I started hearing like moaning, like heavy moaning. It was so weird and awkward. And I was just like, can you hear me? And she was like, yeah. And I just kept hearing the moaning from the background. It was so fucking awkward. And then at some point she said something about the fucking cat, mate. She won't shut up. And I'm like, that's not a cat, but sure.
Cat? She was saying it was a cat.
Wow.
It was hilarious, just absolutely
So, Alex,
mad.
what do you think it was? Was she watching a Bluey, or was there actually some action going on?
You know, I'm not sure. It was just because I mean, it did sound pretty like it sounded it. If it was a porno, it was like a really good audio.
Sounded live, right?
Yeah, it did.
Wow,
Sounded
dude.
good.
Sounded good, man.
Like the girl was enjoying herself. So
That's
it's probably a porno, I guess. Then.
Well,
I don't know.
you speak from your own
Mm.
experience. Well,
I
that's
don't. I'm
well,
bored.
that's incredible.
Do you want me to
And-
also sing a bit? I have a guitar here, so.
Sure, why not?
Wow,
I mean,
so we've
if you
had
don't
the
want
story,
to.
we get the song.
Can I ask you a question first?
Sure.
Can you name a fucking book?
Harry fucking Potter.
There we go. Beautiful. All right, go on then.
And this is going to suck, but sure. Can you hear my guitar? That's also.
Yeah.
When the night was gone and the land was dark and the moon is the only I will see. I won't cry, no I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Whoa, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. And that was that. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Alex. I hope we get to speak again. Thank you.
Me too. Bye.
Take care. Bye
great
bye.
day.
Bye bye. Well, that deserves some. That was awesome. Thank you. What a.
That is not how I saw that going.
No.
Just goes to show.
No. Something is changing.
Yes.
I've not found the correct. What have we called it? I've called it to like call my home phone number and say hello. That's what we put up last night when we got 5,000 viewers. I've not quite got the wording exactly right, but we're getting there. I want the wording to be call my home phone number and say hello. That's long. I need a shorter way of saying this phone number gets you on our Twitch channel and into my home. I need a really short, succinct way of doing that. So if you see it, you go, oh shit, I can phone this guy's house. I can phone this couple's house. We're not a couple, but that's what it looks like on the title screen, and that's fine. I can phone their house. We're getting closer and closer. And this is a new development since the new year of instead of saying, hey, phone our show, saying this is our number. This is my home number. This is and it's really call my home number covers it. Yeah, maybe. Call my house now. Call my home number. Call my home number and you get rid of the and say hello. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Can we? Do I have the ability to change that now? Can I do that now? Because I don't
like the way your mate's looking at me.
Well, let's take it. This is a foreign call. Hello.
Hello, who's this?
This is Iain and Katherine. Who's this?
Where's this at?
Where are you calling from? Because it's an unusual dialing code.
I'm calling from New Zealand.
Hey, how is New Zealand? I love New Zealand.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went to Auckland for only for a week, but I've been to all and Titirangi.
Oh, yeah.
Whereabouts in New Zealand are you? Oh, they've gone. They weren't expecting a conversation.
They did what you asked and phoned.
We're very close to something. We're very close to a breakthrough.
It's just about finding the right combination of words.
We're very close to a breakthrough, so we can edit that. So call my home number. Let's try that. Call my home number. Don't need that. Audience, everyone, search tags. All right. We can change that. How do I edit that about Iain Lee? Because I don't think I can do that. You have to go in a bit. All right, because we can change that. No, that's not there. And someone asked, why is the channel called Iain Lee? Because it was set up ages ago before this was a thing. And I also do some streaming on my own. But I am also aware that that does slightly... I feel it's slightly unfair, particularly when we go and do a raid and people go, Iain or Lane, Iain, thanks for the raid. It's really good. And Katherine gets ignored. There's no real easy... I don't know.
Do you know what? I haven't got... It's not enough of a big deal for me for it to be a thing.
As long as it isn't.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. How about simply please call? No, because I need people to think this. Well, I need people to know that this is my home number. Because you see people on TV or on the radio and the number, it's the number of the studio, it's the number of the office. I need people to know this. Just call live on air. No. I need people to know this is my house. Ring me at home. Ring me at home. You want to try ring me at home?
Try it.
Ring me at home or call my home number.
Call me at home?
Call me at home. It's got to be call me at home. Call me.
Because ring is a very
at home.
UK thing, isn't it?
Call me at home. Call me at home. Let's try that. I'm at home. Come say hello, Lady Caroline, after the show.
That sounds a little bit
That's a good one.
like
Rob,
special services.
Rob says, I've doxed myself. Give me a call. You're saying make it all caps. My reception is shit. Call the house phone. Thank you, James.
Oh, I was a bit grumpy with my dad the other day. He's the only one who calls the house phone, and it's always when I'm not anywhere near it, and I run for it. And so the first thing I said to him was, hi, Dad, why do you always phone this landline? Phone me on my mobile. Oh, sorry, Kate. I thought this was your mobile.
I've called your house phone late before by accident. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Iain and Kath.
Hello there. How may we be of assistance to you on this wonderful holy evening?
That's bad. Just going to say, so I was a bit sad because there was no quiz last night, but then we just watched it and it was absolutely hilarious.
Next Thursday, we're going to do the final round. Katherine is scared because it's 6-all, and that silly quiz that we do, she's worried that.
Well, one of us is a terrible loser and a terrible winner. I heard the idea land there, and I know exactly what you were thinking.
It was a good one last night, wasn't it, Tom? I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was. It was really, really funny. Question is, though,
yes,
you've not done your fingernails. You said you were going to do it earlier on today.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. Maybe we'll do it on Monday.
I think maybe you have a little break. I don't want to ruin your nails.
Maybe do it on Monday.
I did put a nice base coat on.
I'm a little bit nervous about going to a meeting on Sunday night with my nails. It's funny. It's funny, isn't it? Because it's nothing. But when I was doing college on Zoom, I was really nervous about it. So I had to say something really quickly. I just went, oh, by the way, I've done my nails because I was bored.
Oh, yeah.
And so I felt a little bit nervous about it. And it's weird because it's nothing. And if I saw a bloke with nails painted, I wouldn't think
really
anything
care
of it. No, I wouldn't care less. But,
it's years of modelling.
Yeah.
Not that kind of modelling.
Yeah,
but,
it's
modelling on what a man should be.
Yeah.
You've got to go against.
Anyway. Tom, so Monday. We're gonna do it on Monday. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, I actually watched the Daniel Johnson documentary, The Devil and Daniel Johnson.
Oh, what did you? I've not seen it for a long, long time, but I remember really, really enjoying it and something I would like to see again. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I only knew about him because of my partner, and I knew a couple of songs of him, but I didn't actually know his whole story. But it's genuinely interesting. But I'm actually just confused. So, I actually kind of think that he said he got concussed from a punch. Just kind of wondered, was that maybe the start, or was it when they're saying he was on drugs as well? Just kind of wondering, what actually started it off? Was it when he was concussed, or was it from later on?
I find it fascinating. I personally don't quite buy the lost genius kind of thing. I think some of his songs are quirky and great, and if it had been in a proper studio with a proper band, well, maybe. It doesn't quite appeal to me, but it is such a fascinating story, and he's such an incredible character that I think that for me it surpasses what I think of the music. The fact that he did it, and kept doing it, and kept doing it, kept doing it. It was relentless, his output.
And the fact he was basically making tapes, and if he'd messed it up, he'd redone the whole thing. It's that was genuinely amazing. How he would even have the time to do that kind of thing.
I've got some good stuff to watch this weekend. I've finally got my Christmas presents from my sister.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna watch. I've got Nathan For You to watch. I'm gonna watch.
Amazing.
I love it. I love Nathan For You. Have you seen John Wilson?
I don't know who that is or what that is. Is that his new one?
No, it's produced by Nathan Fielder.
Yes.
And it's John Wilson Shows You or Tells You.
Right. Okay.
It's like a 6-part documentary series, it is beautiful.
Mm.
Starts off one thing, and then about quite a long way into the first episode, it suddenly just goes in a completely different direction. You go
changes.
You go, oh my God, this is funny, but it's got heart, man. I love it. John Wilson Shows You, or John Wilson Tells You How To. It's great. It's really, really charming and really lovely. So I've got Nathan Fielder. I'm also going to watch Gurney Slade, and I think that's it, actually. That's quite a lot to get through.
That's enough.
When actually start watching that One Division, it started off there in Disney. I'm actually quite excited about it.
I can't hear you because I'm scratching my ear. Catherine, can you...
Go on again?
Actually looking forward to watching the WandaVision show on Disney.
It's up now. It's up now. I meant to start watching it today. Quick, we got to finish this. I want to watch WandaVision. It's up now. Tom, lovely to talk to you. Thank you.
Take care, Tom.
Thank you. Another call from, what's 6-4? That's a foreign place.
6-4.
649, the goose drank wine.
That's New Zealand.
Oh, I thought 6-1 was New Zealand.
Well, actually, when I looked, it was Australia, but I think...
Oh, they hung up. A lot of people phoning to see if this is really my home.
It really is.
If anyone posts any spoilers, you will be booted out. Lance, I would consider that close. Of course, I'm going to pay attention to everything. Just no, I don't want any...
It's Nate on the Oilers say.
WandaVision is not what you're expecting. You don't know what I'm expecting. You have no idea what I'm expecting. So maybe it is what I'm expecting. It's like that thing, isn't it, when people say, I'm not going to tell you anything.
The Sixth Sense, watch out for the twist.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything, but there is an amazing twist that comes up. I'm not going to say any more than that, but there is an amazing twist.
But the whole point of it is just to have you relaxing into it and be led.
Here we go. Good day. Hello. Yep, can we help you?
Yeah, I'm just seeing how it's going, pal.
It's going very, very well.
That's good to hear. I hear that you've been to Auckland.
I've been to Auckland. I've been to Titirangi. I was only in Auckland. I was only in New Zealand for like 5 or 6 days, but yeah, I loved it.
Oh, nice, dude.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from New Zealand as well.
Yeah, but where? I got that. I thought we were bonding. Where in New Zealand?
Hamilton. It's hour south of Auckland.
Okay, I don't really know New Zealand. My sister used to live there, and when I did a job in Australia about 3 years ago, and I persuaded them to fly me out to New Zealand for a week after it had finished.
What, Mux?
Hello, Mux. So yeah, I loved it. I loved the weather, the scenery, the beaches, the food, the people. I mean, I tell you what I like. The school that my niece went to, the kids were in charge of operating the road crossing, and they would do this thing where they would just put these gates over the road so kids could cross the school.
Yeah, that's pretty common over here.
I love it. I want that here. But yeah, I like it. What?
There's nothing like that over there.
No, we have lollipop ladies. Doesn't that sound silly? Yeah. Hello, darling girl. Here's Mucky, one of my cats. So what are you? You're just kind of like flicking around Twitch, and you came across this and thought, let's phone this to see if this is real.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And here I am.
Oh, talk to us about what it's like not to be locked down or talking about COVID all the time.
Man.
no, it's pretty good. Like over here, you just do whatever you want. Like you want to go out, like do whatever. Yeah, you just.
Oh my
do
God.
it.
My brother-in-law very sadly had to go back to New Zealand. That's where he's from. Late last year for 2 funerals. It was a really unpleasant time, putting it mildly. And he had to do the 14 days lockdown in a hotel that was paid for by the government, I believe. But then he said it was weird because he'd come from here and he came out and everything was normal. And he talked about how they were going to throw like a party for one of the people that had passed. And I said, what? And well, you have to keep the numbers down. He went, no. It'll be a party in a bar.
It was a big party.
And there'll be like 300 people there. And, you know, and it was just so alien. But, you know, it's you guys got it right. Who'd have thought?
Yeah. Little old New Zealand got it right. With old Auntie Cindy, which we refer to as our PM.
Can we please have her? Could you just lend it to us for like a year?
We'll do let's do a student swap. You can have Boris Bloody Johnson and we'll have yours. How about that?
I don't know about that.
Jesus Christ. Is there anything you would like to add before we move on?
No, not really. I just kind of was saying if the number basically legit.
The numbers. This is my home number. This is my house. This is my home phone number. It's nice to talk to you. To stay safe. Thank you.
Oh, so nice to hear someone who's living a normal life.
Good evening, Ian. Hope you're well. Just wondered if you could give us an opinion on Matthew Wright and Jeremy Vine. Thank you.
He's been asking that in the chat over and over and over.
I can answer that question. The question was, can I give you an opinion on Matthew Wright and Jeremy Vine? And the answer to that question is yes, but I'm choosing not to. Hope that goes some way to satisfying.
I'm interested to know why you're so curious about those people.
I don't really think about those people. Give us a call. Let's call up and find out. Didn't want to do it. Okay. Let's go. I just want to see the end of this mobile phone.
Who needs the big flashy car? I can keep in touch.
On my
Simply
racing
on
bike.
this little thing. But I do see one big drawback, because as long as there's a transmitter nearby, if I'm dropping in on the pyramids, or...
Well, ironically, that's what it's like. It's kind of what it's like.
Popping up Everest, there'll now be no excuse for my not phoning that someone somewhere who's waiting for a call from me.
He's spot on! He's spot on!
Hello? Yes, I was
Two
just
men are
about
helping
to
police
phone
with
you.
inquiries into the disappearance of a suitcase containing potentially dangerous drugs from a car in Blackburn last...
Sorry, what's happening here?
That's a segue to...
What's happening here?
Night. The suitcase disappeared from a car on Northgate between 9:05 and 10 to 10.
Chapman.
A police spokesman said the 2 men were in hospital, but they hope to interview them later
Is the
today.
sick police doing
Nearly
woodwork?
7 hours of talks with the board.
Yes. Fire.
2 o'clock. The Euro MP for Lancashire.
Euro MP.
Send 1 pump to Brigade Training Centre Fireground, Exton Lane, Chorley, Nature Oil Drums.
What is this?
I don't know, but I'm feeling the sense of tension there in that woman's voice.
In the future, all fire stations will be closed down.
After repeated strikes.
This is a first strike appliance from Lancashire County Fire Brigade.
Phone.
Maggie Philbin.
Mobile fire, lady fireman, 4 riders.
First to reach the scene of a fire, it's packed full of equipment to tackle every kind of emergency, from smoke-filled houses to forest fires.
What's the point?
No one on the roads.
Well, they've only just been invented. They didn't have cars then.
If it's a petroleum fire, as on this exercise,
petrol, it means petrol.
they've got foam. Concentrate is added to the water, and mixed with large amounts of air.
Okay, what is
She drew the
foam
short
then
straw with this
floats
one,
on
didn't she?
top of the burning
Well, she's just got to
fluid.
do it from a booth. But what is the futuristic bit of this?
A major problem, however, is that making foam uses up large amounts of precious concentrate.
God,
And
you should
while
have
it's
seen
very
what we did with the
effective,
90s.
Oh yeah,
if
fun
the fire
parties,
isn't
isn't it?
out in just 2 minutes, they run out.
Turns out Tomorrow's World was actually really boring. But I lapped this stuff up.
I think telly generally was slower, and maybe that's what we're falling into.
This one's a bit boring, right? So
Watching this film.
Do you know what this one feels like?
Go on.
The
Sort of
answer?
little films I was making when I was a
Throughout by
reporter
this
for,
pipe.
Right.
Look East.
So this one's a bit boring. Oh, they're all dead now.
The whole fire is out. Undoubtedly, the kind of petroleum fire that in the past would have meant a major
They've got
call-out.
they got a cherry picker for that. Got a cherry picker for that shot. Flippin' heck, man.
Every day, we in Britain consume 16,000 aspirins.
I like this guy.
For our various aches and pains. But oddly enough, it was only 10 years ago that the reason why aspirins worked was discovered. And it was that discovery, coupled with the work he's done since.
Aspirins are very, very dusty.
Is it falling out of a giant pig's bum?
How
What is it standing under?
How are you getting a pig's bum from that? Jesus, you've walked.
That has won
You've been
Dr.
closer to a
John
pig poo around the
Vane
night.
this year's Nobel Prize for Medicine, which he collects with two colleagues.
Hang on, we only worked out how aspirin worked in 1972. What the fudge? I'll tell you how it works. You've got a headache, you take it and it makes you feel better. That's how it works.
Colleagues in Stockholm tomorrow. Put simply, Dr. Vane found that aspirins work because they stop the production of a group of substances called prostaglandins. Watch what happens when we hurt ourselves.
Oh. Should say reconstruction.
Moments
That's a picture of
later,
his
the
thumb.
injured cells inside the body start to respond.
Right, that's boring.
Every living cell has a certain chemical.
Here we go. We're
trapped.
going to see some nipples,
For
but I
our
think
next
we're within
report, we should
TOS. I
tell you
think
that it
we're within
contains
TOS.
scenes from an operation, which we know some viewers find distressing.
Take a deep breath.
TOS, we're within TOS.
Thank you very much.
No, you'll hear his pulse.
How fast do you breathe?
Not a real doctor.
Probably
How fast do you breathe? Okay.
13 to 15 times a minute is about right if you're sitting quietly and watching this program at the moment. And that may go up to about 30 times a minute.
He's quite like hunky in a 70s sort of way, isn't he? He looks like Lee Majors. If he was like Lee Majors' sidekick, who's like too less sexy than Lee Majors, I would. But he's like what's his name from the Fall Guy? Lee Majors' sidekick from the Fall Guy, Harvey or something. Hergé. What was his name? The guy from the Fall Guy. Anyway, Leon or something.
It's just sunbed.
If you were out jogging. But here in the operating
Lee Miners, thank you. Lee Miners.
theatres at the Royal Victoria Hospital in Belfast, the patients are regularly breathing at the rate of anything up to 400 times a minute.
Fish.
It's not an endurance test, but part of an assessment of a new anaesthetic technique.
I'll have a go.
William Hart first started smoking when he was 12, and now it's finally caught up with him.
It's bad for his heart. 0203 286 6370, by the way, if you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very, very welcome.
There's a cancer in his right lung. To make it possible for the surgeon to operate, as soon as the anaesthetic takes effect, Mr. Hart is given a dose of a drug that temporarily paralyzes all his body muscles.
You're doing very well indeed.
Oh, flipping it!
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Oh dear.
He's taking his teeth
His
out!
natural breathing reflexes can't work. And so, as happens in most operations, Mr. Hart
boring.
is their large
boring
plastic tube and straight into the patient's lungs.
Don't let him do it.
They like to get hands on. Here we go. This one looks fun. This one looks fun. Yes, man. World's strongest man. France.
Are you all right?
She looks like every single member of the Go-Go's put into one, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Maggie Philbin has got it. I've tried to explain this before. There are people working on a different level. Maggie Philbin is one of those people working on a different level.
She's going to have some sort of rectal
it's okay
prolapse
for
if she
France.
doesn't lift from the
Yes.
I wouldn't hold out too much hope for me if they ran a contest to find Europe's
Maggie having a
strongest
poo.
woman.
Come on.
This barrel weighs considerably more than I do, so if I'm ever to prove my own strength, I'm going to need a little bit of help. And here it is.
That's a great outfit.
It's a lever specially designed to lift oil drums.
Okay,
All I've
so
got
it's a thing that lifts heavy things. So the world's strongest man is irrelevant. Here's a new machine. It's like the One Show, isn't it? BBC just can't do stuff.
I can't lift this up. Oh, here's a machine that lifts stuff up. Oh, good.
The BBC, but there's a BBC bloke going, yeah. Just tie it in with the world's strongest man. Trust me, go with this. It is going to work.
Yes.
to do is to wheel it in, clamp it on, and we're ready to go. Now, because the distance from this handle down to the pivot is 8 times the distance from the pivot to this bar here, which supports the weight of the drum, I can apply 8 times the force.
Even you
and there's
as a
even a
woman,
device which will record the weight I'm trying to lift. So let's give it a go.
She does have the look of Carrie Brownstein. I'm never quite sure how you say it. From Portlandia. Yeah.
Right. Now, in case you think I'm making rather a meal of this, it's because I don't happen to be a particularly tall person. So,
Because someone's behind you there, Maggie. Be careful.
Now, if you look at the figure here, I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see this at home. It's not terribly clear, but it's 239 kilos. Now, that is 5 times my own weight. Not bad for puny old me. So, maybe with the help of this, I wouldn't be completely out of my depth in half an hour's time when some of the world's beefiest blokes compete for the title of the world's strongest man. Good night.
What you should do is you should get it and go,
why?
Why? Because it's the 80s and that stuff was de rigueur. Here's the stories we saw earlier. She is wearing a jumpsuit from Spanish Goose. I always think there is always a slight chance I might see my dad's name in one of these programs.
What's that, Fuzzy World? We missed that one.
I missed that one. I skipped that one.
It was like a conker or a fuzz. That's what it'll be.
Fuzzbusters.
Should we do? Have we done sponsors this hour?
Yeah, let's do the sponsors this hour, man. Let's do it.
Let me tell you about the reason we are able to afford to bring you this.
Bring you this show. This is our job.
We've got 4 brilliant sponsors. 34sp.com. They're doing an offer at the moment for a domain in the UK for just £1. They've also got brilliant customer service. So if you're completely new to it and you're trying to sort of set something up, maybe that side hustle is becoming the hustle, give them a shout. 34sp.com. So you can get yourself .co.uk, .org.me, whatever it is, give them a shout.
Why are they called 34SP? That's because there are 34 people in that company called Stephen Pritchard.
It's true.
GE-Law! Getting divorced sucks. Richard Gregorian from gelaw.co.uk tries to make it a little less sucky. It's not really a lot, but you could get the name of clocksbycoldplay.com, yes. He will try and smooth things out as much as possible, not to kind of reconcile you and your ex-partner, but certainly to make it, to save you money in the long term and make it less litigious, you know, and you know, you often, I've heard so many divorces where people are arguing over really silly things, but they take on an importance. And he is quite brilliant at kind of going, well, maybe, you know, maybe.
Do you need this?
Your life would be better if you didn't have that. And is it really... you know, the jar is full. We called you, you didn't answer, so you can get stuffed. Talk to me about Poseidon Safety Management.
Poseidon Safety Management, they're based in Devon and Cornwall. They have the largest patrol of guard dogs in that area. They also do manned guarding. They'll do mobile patrols. They recruit from the local areas that they're serving, so they know the sort of ins and outs, the characters, all that kind of stuff, the quirks, the back roads, all that stuff. And they also have a vested interest in making the place nicer to live. So that's Poseidon Safety Management.
And finally, for tonight, abbeycare.co.uk, addiction is a serious thing. A lot of people relapsing around addiction and booze and drugs during the lockdown. I'm one of them. My name's Iain. I'm an addict. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of the 12 steps. That's how I got clean, and I go to meetings and stuff like that. But sometimes you kind of need a little kickstart. You need a little bit more to go on. Abbey Care is great. They will introduce you to the 12 steps. They will take you to meetings when meetings are back on, but they have like 12-step meetings within their... it's not a completely 12-step recovery treatment. There are other things that are discussed and looked at, and you work with key workers and counsellors and stuff like that. And they are brilliant. I'm a big fan. If you want to sponsor this show and have adverts like that, we do them straight, we do them silly. latenightalternative@gmail.com. It's hundreds as opposed to thousands. And as well as that, you get a briefer mention in our daily podcast. We've got a daily podcast. And I do the odd tweet to my 100,000 followers on Twitter as well. There is a daily podcast to this.
Fat Goatsack is asking about Abbey Care. Are they open during COVID?
Yes, they are. They are open during COVID, and they are completely COVID safe, and they are following regulations and guidelines. I'm tired. Here's the thing. I always knew... Today's been a good show. I've enjoyed it. But I always knew... I read emails, George. But it's a little bit tricky when I'm doing a show. I always knew tonight was not going to match the dizzy heights of last night. It couldn't. Last night was so perfect. And we've made things slightly difficult in that it's listed as a highlight last night's show as opposed to the... My issue with the 12 steps is they all seem to focus on Christ. I'll stop you there. Christ isn't mentioned once. For my friends say there are many great things about them. Once they start pushing Jesus, well, that's a lie because Jesus isn't mentioned. Jesus is not mentioned at all. So someone's lying.
The many friends that you've spoken to, but I can guarantee you've not been to an actual meeting. It doesn't happen.
Someone is lying. I don't want to suggest it's you. Let's be generous and suggest it's your friends. Hello, Grant.
Hello there. How are you?
What have you got for us?
I've got absolutely nothing. I'm just so incredibly bored. I just thought I would call up and... you were watching Tomorrow's World, innit?
Yes.
Had a sort of dystopian feel. I'm too young to have grown up in that time, but the 70s looked really bleak, and it made me think of the film Children of Men.
Oh, is that the Clive Owen film?
It is, yeah.
How did you get from a 1982 edition of Tomorrow's World to Children of Men, which is actually quite good? Have you seen it, Catherine? It's quite a good film. I watched it thinking, oh, this will be crap, but I've got nothing better. And it's quite good. But how did you link those two?
I don't know. I think I just linked the dreariness of the 70s and how run down everything was, and with you saying, oh, they're closing the fire stations, and I thought, the UK's kind of heading in that direction, I think. That film looks more and more like real life every day.
Oh my God! We're about to end the show and you're dragging us down to your misery.
Well, I live in a cold place. I'm always miserable.
Whereabouts are you?
Edinburgh.
Oh,
that's a beautiful place.
I love Edinburgh. But yeah, okay, shite. But you're right. Yeah, no, Britain is effed, and we're screwed. And yes, you're right. I can't disagree with you. The high streets will be gone. All there will be are charity shops, which I quite like, and Costa coffees, and that's it.
That's about it. Yeah. I don't even like coffee, so I can't even say that. I'm into that.
We're all screwed. But at least you're not. I'm older than you. What are you? 26?
28.
28, 2 years out, still got it. I lived under the constant threat of a nuclear bomb. You haven't got that. You've just got bleakness.
I've lived under the constant threat of everything. Apparently every news cycle is something just worse.
You've not had proper threat. I know there was that stuff with Trump and Korea. That was never close to what we had for the entire 80s. But now we've got the threat of
the world ending, which is pretty big.
That's nothing.
Global warming.
That's nothing. We had a hole in the ozone layer when I was a kid, and we fixed that.
Constant terrorism. You never had that in the 80s. Well,
we had the IRA.
They're just pretendy. And
pretending?
Yeah, well, listen, I'm from Manchester. They didn't pretend there.
There was no pretending there. Life sucks. Life sucks, and the world is shit. I mean, I can't talk you out of that. We're all doomed.
There's a film recommendation in there, so everyone should definitely watch
Children of
that.
Men. Yeah, I really enjoyed it actually. I don't know if you've seen Clive Owen recently. He did some adverts for, I think, like a bookkeepers or something. And I think he's a very handsome man, but he suddenly looked very, very old. I don't know why I'm surprised when people age.
He got older, yeah.
It just seemed to happen all of a sudden.
But he's one of those people that I think's always looked middle-aged.
Possibly.
Craggy face. He's always had a craggy face.
I have a great picture. He is my mother-in-law's, ex-mother-in-law's favourite. And once my the ex-wife was out with my eldest, who was about 6 at the time, no, probably about 5 at the time, and they saw Clive Owen. And so my ex said to Clive Owen, Clive, do you mind if I get a picture of you with my son? So I've got a really lovely, weird picture of my son stood there and Clive Owen kind of leaning in like that. And then I got some brilliant pictures of my boy with Clive Owen, my boy with Howard Jones, my boy with Elton John. Because he couldn't really say, oh, can I just take a picture of you? Oh, here's my boy. Can we get a picture of you? So, don't know why I'm telling you that.
I bet he looks the same now, though, as Clive Owen, in the picture.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, the boy just turned 11. He's a bit older. I think Clive Owen does look the same. Very, very, very nice gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Grant, it's nice to talk to you. Thanks for calling in. I'm sorry we couldn't help with your boredom.
Well, I'm looking forward to Scottish independence. Hope sometime soon that'll cheer me up.
Is that what you're up for?
That's what I'm up for, yep.
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. I'm an old-fashioned old man, and I would love you guys I would love it for us to stick together, but why the fuck would you want to?
That's the age-old question. Just force of habit, I think. But
it is. I think it is habit. If it happens, I'm very, very seriously considering moving up. I got my granddad was Scottish. I think that means that somewhere there's a bed waiting for me in Scotland. My dad is buried in Fife. I'm coming. If it happens, I think I'm coming up.
Well, if I can say one thing, a lot of people tend to just buy into the notion that I'm for Scottish independence and therefore I'm anti-English, and I say, the more the merrier. All of you come up by all means. And I think that's always the message.
Yeah, I hadn't. Isn't that funny? I hadn't really thought of it as being anti-English. Is that what? Is that?
That's a big perception and a huge problem you have to kind of face. Yeah.
Oh. Is there ever going to be? The thing is, Boris Johnson is never going to let you lot have another vote.
Not really, no. So it's just a case of waiting and seeing, or just trying something else. But we've waited 100 years since the political movement was started. I guess 300 years of unionism. I guess it can wait another 100, 200, 300.
Spyglass in the chat saying Scotland will never leave. LOL. After the years that we've just had, the last 2 years, you've got certainty on that.
I don't see how anyone could blame them at the moment. They voted to stay in Europe. Anyway, we're going down a tangent, Grant, and it's midnight on Friday. Come on, nice to talk to you, and we'll speak again hopefully.
Thank you very much.
Tatty bye. There we go. Why would you want to stay? Oh, why would you want to stay in this goddamn
Scotland
universe?
needs us.
Does it fuck?
Stop thinking that we're anything special anymore.
We're nothing, man. We're done. We're nothing. And the fish are happy because they're now British fish. Those people are in control. They don't give a shit about you. We're done. It's over, man. We had a chance to be something. We could have been a contender. And now we're not. Scotland do not need English money. No, they don't. No one needs England. No one needs England.
What money? I think we're about to enter a period of extreme hardship. Anyway, on that bombshell, enjoy your Friday night.
On that bombshell, let us go and do a rate. If you're new here, drop us a follow. We had 330 odd followers last night. The most in one night I think we have ever had. It was awesome. So drop us a follow. I'm going to put the PayPal in the chat. If you've enjoyed the show tonight and you want to drop us a few quid, you can do. This is our job. Let's just say we're not getting rich off of this. Okay, guys, we're not getting rich. Any money that gets made, we split it 50-50. Any money that we make when sometimes I do gaming streams or I do little solo shows, all get split 50-50. Any money on this show goes 50-50. Oh, gosh.
It's all right. Let it go.
Let's see if we can find someone we've not found before.
Yeah.
Who's
this young person called Dan TDM?
Dan Tudums, my boys. So Sunday, probably 11 a.m. Tier 3 subs. We're going to have our monthly meeting. We do it every month. So if you want to get a Tier 3 sub, get it in now. I will send out the invitations by midday tomorrow. So check your whispers. We should say thank you, Super Shori. Thank you, Anne, Coin Gary. These are all subs and resubs. Matty, Fifi gifted a load of subs. Albion Lou. Jamie Bright Gaming. Oh, it's Jamie. Gemma for the bits. Ice Cream Gravity. Shadow. Stricken by Fate. And I'm really aware, Gemma, as well. We're doing a lot of our stuff in the morning, which is tricky for you because you're in the States. And I'm aware of that, and maybe next time we'll do it a little bit later in the day. I've been thinking about that a lot recently, so maybe we'll do something in the day.
Yeah.
Let's go to.
Look at Janelle.
Oh, that's Janelle. Jesus, I wondered who that was. Right. Okay. Hang on a minute. Let's go to just chatting. Right. Look at us there. 1.2.
Those guys.
We're last call to destroy my brownies. Oh.
Calls like ours, awesome. My immune system overreacts and like break out rashes and hives.
That's too noisy. It's too noisy. It's too noisy. Storytime drunk stream. Did see a firefighter.
I would just like to preface the story with a serious statement. I am aware of how privileged I am to be able to tell this story. One, because I'm a male and I did not feel intimidated. And two, well, that's it, really. I know that I was only able to do this on my own because I was a male and I did not feel intimidated.
All right.
But I understand my privilege. Regardless, the story is
This
very,
might be your next
very...
favourite streamer. Please be kind.
Let me set the scene.
If it's not for you, just leave quietly. They don't need to know.
If you like,
But
drop
actually,
them a follow.
It looks great.
High school.
I'm Rossi. I'm a bisexual, bilingual 23-year-old internet athlete.
I've taken myself to New York City. I went to New York City on my own.
Oh, I've been to New York City on my own. Right, we'll see. I might see you over the weekend. I possibly will, actually. And we're back on Monday at 9.
I'd spent 4 days there.
See you Monday.
Let me turn my music down a little bit. One sec. Turn this down a little bit.
Let's bring the sincerity to the story a little